We are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a wonderful night tonight for a very late night edition of Royal Rumble, Battle Royale, whatever you want to call this, between Vintage Warfare and Legally Dangerous 702. Just some quick background on these two gentlemen. Legally Dangerous 702 has a YouTube channel, made some videos. Vintage Warfare made, oh shoot, sorry, I was showing the wrong one. Vintage Warfare then ended up doing a response video, or kind of a coverage video, I guess you could say. And there was a back and forth. There was some posts. There was some responses from Legally Dangerous, the gentleman up here on the top left. Bones is going to be playing our moderator today, and I'm just going to be kind of hanging out here. So without any further ado, Entex, because you've never been on the show before, Vintage has been on several times. Can you just give yourself a quick introduction?
I'm not really a gun tuber, I just post reels. I don't really have any. I'm not really in the field. Like I see you got an AK right there. You guys have headsets. You guys have the whole nine. He has a plaque right there, and I just post.
Well, I literally just got back from a match 20 minutes ago.
What do you play?
Well, no, it was a USPSA match. So it was a handgun match.
Oh,
competition.
Okay.
Yeah, competition shooting. So I literally just got back, and then I was told by Bones, "Hey, there's somebody's going live. Can you host it?" And I was like, "Well, sure." So that's when I hopped in your chat and was messaging with you. So,
okay.
How old are you? What's your background?
23 years of age, born in Las Vegas, Nevada, raised there as well. You don't really know everything until you know everything. That's why I'm here to talk to you guys. We're all me and Vintage are on two different pages. I don't really know why, but we'll see.
Well, I'll explain it. Don't worry.
Talk it out. So, Bones, your job as moderator, since you are the impartial third party, is just to keep the discussion fruitful, and I will pop in if I really have to. But with that out of the way, I'm going to sit in the background and moderate the chat. So you guys have a wonderful night.
Yes, sir.
Good luck. Good luck.
All right.
Good luck to the. Oh shoot! Do I have the clip? Good luck to the gentleman in the arena. Godspeed.
Tap for sound.
All right. Oh boy. All right. So who do you want to start, Bones?
I think that we're gonna do this presidential debate style, right? We're gonna have a fair, clean matchup between the two individuals.
We love
here.
that for us.
We love that for us. Okay, so I think that since Vintage, you were the one who recently posted the content and did the initial sort of call out. We'll start with your first key point here, and then we'll pass it off to Intact, and then we'll kind of allow it to flow from there. So I'll say, Vintage, what is your what was this video? What did you identify from his content, and why did you make this video?
Sure. So the main point of contention that I found, and actually the reason that I found his channel was somebody commented telling me to look into the channel, and I looked into it. At first, look, I don't actually care that somebody. I mean, yeah, LARPing in your bathroom is kind of funny, but it was mainly the racist videos that you were making against whites, and it was statements like, "It's in our DNA. We are all evil." That's it, and it is what was inferred. It does. You can explain that to me in 12 different ways. The video comes off the same way. I saw the Austin Metcalf posts on your community tab, and that's actually what led me to looking into your content further. And as far as I'm concerned, that right there, that is fucking evil. And it's not a good look. And at the end of my video, I even said, I'm like, look, if you're somebody who is trying to get, let's just say, for the sake of the argument, minorities, black people, Mexicans, Hawaiian Americans, whatever you identify with, because every time you talked about the two-way in some of your videos, you would exclusively leave out white people. You would bring up Asians, Mexicans, black people, Hawaiians. You would exclusively leave out whites. And then I see other videos of you talking about white people. That was the reason I made the videos. It's clear to me that you do not like white people. And my only consensus here is that you are, I don't know, racist towards whites.
So
and you're not actually pro-2A.
Let's give them a moment. We got a lot to unpack there. What is your response to all of that?
Well, so first of all, I'm not racist. I don't hate white people. That's number one. And before I hopped on here, I did address about the the DNA thing. I did address, I was wrong for saying that. I did apologize for it. I explained on my live why I said it to Vintage, and
he did say that up front. He did own up to that bit right before this.
Yeah, so that I will give him that. You know what I mean?
So confirmed,
but with the
not racist here.
not racist, 100%.
He's saying he's not racist, but he addressed the fact of what he said was wrong. That's what he said.
Okay, and with the Austin Metcalf with the eliminated and the caption, I didn't type that. That I screenshotted that off of X. So that wasn't actually typed by me. The we're superior and whatever that said, I posted it. That story is a whole nother thing. I'm sure we can get into that if you guys want to. We can get into that and our opinions on it or whatever. But when I make videos about racist people, okay, or if I'm responding to something that's racist, 9 times out of 10, it's about white people being racist. It's not Asian people. It's not Mexicans. I'm not excluding anybody from any type of, you know what I mean? But if we're going to be talking about the racist comments, we're not going to pretend and act like racism isn't real. We don't see it. We see the N when it starts with the N and then goes all N, G, G. We all see it. You know, it's funny because, black people, we got our jokes about white people got our jokes. But when it starts to talk about death and, oh, I'll hang your daughter. And I have crazy death threats that I get every day from either YouTube or on my Instagram. So the Instagram that I sent you guys. So I see a lot of it. Now, do I cry the victim card? Do I know? Because I'm not racist. I don't hate whites, and I don't think whites are better than me. But I do have my opinions. And with that video that I posted about I think it was 2 black guys. They were probably being stupid in that neighborhood, drifting and doing stupid shit or stupid stuff. And I guess the family came out and confronted them, and they were, get out of our neighborhood. Get out of our neighborhood. You don't belong here. If anybody would have a gun, it'd be you. I commented on those things, and like I said, I did admit that I was wrong for the DNA thing because it's not in every white person's DNA. It's that was I overstepped.
So let me interject here. So you say you're not a racist individual, okay? But definitely you have your opinions. So what do you mean by some of these opinions? If you'd elaborate on that.
Can I interject here because I must have missed something, so I'm actually a little lost. Which the audience is a little lost. Well, before we get to that, what was the DNA comment? Because I must have missed that.
So I don't remember exactly what I mean. Actually, if you can play back that video, because I don't know, I don't want to misquote myself because it was a while ago. I said and I think I said something worse too. I was like
it wasn't good. Yeah,
it wasn't good, and I know it wasn't good, and that's why I'm admitting it right here. And there, there's nothing wrong with that. So
yeah, no, for sure, that's respectable, actually.
So I'm trying to remember. I said this is all that they were made of, and it's in their DNA. That's what I said.
And that's all they'll ever be.
And that's all they'll ever do. Yeah. And I spoke that out of I wasn't really harboring my emotions when I should have. Because I've been through a lot of shit. I've been through a lot of racist stuff. I've seen racist things in my life. I'm an exception. So I've seen it. So seeing that, I'm like, okay, I'm a free my opinion. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. And I got a lot of hate from. I still get messages today. I still get comments today from that post. And I understand. But with the whole Austin Metcalf thing, I was just clapping back at some guys in my comments. To be honest with you, it was just clapping back at people in my comments. Those posts of the we were superior race or whatever I posted to mock, that stuff's gonna be gone in a couple fucking hours, dude. Or a couple hours.
But you understand. Well, I'm not gonna not speak over you.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna let him moderate it. I'm not trying to.
No, it was fine.
No, because me and you have the disagreement. So I would.
No, I know. I'm just trying to do this properly by his standards.
100%. 100%.
Fine. It could be a little open, but we'll talk about the Austin Metcalf thing a little bit. That was so you initially had posted. And I don't have the ability to pull it up, but I'm looking at it right now. It was 1 month ago, and it was a screenshot from what I believe is Twitter, and it says, "White boy had it coming," laughing.
That's what I was referring to when I said I screenshotted it.
Yeah. So you posted that.
But that's you agreeing with it, though. You would agree. I mean, the 100 agrees with the sentiment of white boy had it coming. Would you agree with that's how people would perceive that?
With the white boy had it coming?
Yes.
Like,
No, I think people would agree that Austin Metcalf had it coming.
No, well, but that's not. But you have to read into the what you are reposting.
What I'm obviously representing the post. Is what
yes, you are. So
okay,
the 100 would signal an agreement with the initial statement, right?
No,
I mean most people would take it that way.
Well, most people would. Yeah, most people would take it that way, and that's why I posted it.
Yeah. So I mean, there is a lot of it. We can get into the Metcalf thing later,
right?
Because I really wanted to get into the actual the smashed windows deal. Because there were videos that I watched on your channel that I did not include in the video, right?
100%.
That had similar sentiments to that one, right? And the clips that you're reacting to. Right. You are saying things like, and this is flat out not good, not a good look for you. God forbid if you get in a shooting situation, right? You're saying, well, all right, and I'm paraphrasing here, but you said, hey, look, if they bust your windows, there's no defusing at that point. You just gotta, and you know what? Like, what do they mean by their neighborhood, right? And in the takeaway,
I know what they mean. Oh, sorry.
Well, my takeaway from that is you don't know what owning and being a part of a community is, because that is why if somebody drives through a neighborhood, I grew up in Indiana, not a cul-de-sac, and then also California in a cul-de-sac, right? So the parents of all those communities, when some jackass would fucking drive through, because I heard the key bit of information was you're driving like jackasses. I remember Mexican, white, all those parents going and kicking the shit out of a guy down the street because there was kids playing or kids in the area, and these guys were driving like jackasses.
That's not their position. That's why. And
you don't know that.
I addressed it. That's why I addressed it, because it's not their position. That's why we have law enforcement. You know what I mean? If you guys don't like that, there's people doing 80 miles or 50 miles down your. Because I have 2 daughters as well, so I agree. Don't do that. But
you would agree you would kick the shit out of somebody driving like somebody maybe endangering your daughter.
No, I don't agree.
Kick the shit out of them.
I would probably call law enforcement.
So what we need to get down to is, so are you saying that you would rather allow law enforcement to handle it out of your hands? It's not my business. I shouldn't overstep my bounds.
I don't think that it wasn't the neighbor's business. Where they went wrong is when they took it upon themselves to feel entitled and break their window.
Entitled.
Yes, entitled. Because you have to. If I went in your house and snatched your microphone off your head, you'd be pissed. Because I would feel entitled to do that. You know what I mean? So someone, I would have to get by your defenses and all that. Just like someone would have to get past my defenses if they approach my vehicle to cause harm. I have a car seat in the back. So
I think we're a little off topic here with that.
Okay, so, I'm sorry. So
get down to what is it? What's the point of contention here? You're saying that you should leave it to law enforcement, or that you should, you don't think that the community should step up and intervene in a hazardous situation?
100%. Hey, sir, get out of here. Get out of here. There's kids. You know what I mean? 100%. Because I'm gonna be out there. I have a loud mouth. Hey, man, get out of here. I'm gonna be yelling too. But what I'm not gonna do, because I own guns. Obviously, you guys know that. And I have guns all the time with me. So I'm not gonna approach someone and then go bust their window out. And there was groups of people surrounding. I think it was like 2 guys.
Well, I saw the video.
Hold on,
guy.
One second.
Sorry.
I guess
so there were 2 guys and 2 or 3 maybe, or 2 vehicles. I don't know. But all I do know is that we were able to see, everybody who watched the video, we were able to see that they broke the window and that someone had a gun. One of the guys who lived there had a gun in his hand, because the guy was like, "Hey man, you have a gun. Why do you have a gun?" And there was a lady in the background who yelled, "You would be the one that has a gun. He has a permit to have a gun." You know what I mean? Insinuate.
Real quick. What is Vintage's context on the video?
Vintage's context on the video.
Well, I was going to ask him.
Because I'm like, I don't know.
Give his input
but
here,
to sum it all up, because I know I'm leaking the bag, notify the authorities, because none of us are cops and none of us has the authority to walk up to someone's window and break it. I don't care about what everyone agrees with. It's against the law. You do not get to walk up to someone's car and break their window and think you're in the right now. Now you're wrong too, because you break my window, there's going to be some furniture moving around.
Would you allow Vintage to give his input on the video and your response?
Okay.
Right.
So, well, the main point of contention there was the clip in which you uploaded it. What there really wasn't any context to the entire situation. It looked like it was taken on a phone, and obviously videos like that are not going to always have the full story, right? But the first point of the video was a white guy being like, "I'm not in your face," and he walked away, right?
Right.
The window was already smashed out. Okay, so at that point, insurance and law enforcement are going to handle it to your own. You would admit that, right?
Right.
And they walked away, and their statements were, "You're driving like jackasses." It almost insinuating that they deserved it, right? And
No.
I would agree with that potentially, depending on how they're driving. But I have no context because I haven't seen the entire clip. I don't think these guys were innocent in having their windows broken. This shit doesn't just fucking happen.
Right.
But that's beside the point. Your statements in the video was, "Hey, bro, don't let anybody ever get that close to you, bro. It's not diffusable." And it was, carry a gun on you. The way it came off is shoot a motherfucker for breaking your window.
That's excessive.
But okay. So, but you
That's
understand that
excessive.
your verbiage there sounds like shoot a white dude with the context of your channel.
No, sir, I
or
agree. I
maybe
disagree.
breaking your window. Does that make
No,
sense?
I disagree. So since the guy started off in the beginning of the video super close, but backing up, meaning he was close until he noticed he was being recorded. That's how I viewed it.
But that doesn't change the lethality comments.
Oh yeah, 100%. Always keep a gun on you. If somebody's approaching you, let them know, hey man, if you try to assault me, I will draw my firearm on you. If you approach me and you try to, because I don't know what you got on you, and clearly someone there already had a gun. So if you approach me in an aggressive manner because you are mad at me speeding in your neighborhood, I'm just letting you know. Call the cops. Do what you got to do. You broke my window. Let's figure this out. But what you're not going to do is extend this problem by trying to assault me. You already broke my window. You're pissed. I get it. But what you're not about to do is walk up on me and assault me. So what that dude did, who recorded, he did the right thing. He pulled his phone out and recorded, because now everything is being recorded. I probably wouldn't have done that. I probably would have talked some shit. Hey man, back up. We're leaving. If you want to call law enforcement, let's do that, because you guys broke my window and I'm speeding in your guys' neighborhood. So let's get this figured out.
Well, we don't know if it was speeding. It could have been anything, right?
It could have been anything.
Do you have a date in which you uploaded this video so we could pull it up to see the full context? They did a name for it.
Okay. I don't have the original channel unless you guys can find it. The original video.
Maybe be in my video, but I don't know.
All good. Just seeing if it was an option.
But to sum it to the highest, nobody has the right to approach you in an aggressive way, even if they're mad, even if you did the worst of the worst. Fighting is against the law. It's against the law. And it might be right if somebody pushes my daughter over, I would want to beat them until they couldn't think anymore. But where would I go after that? Right. So at the end of the day, So at the end of the day, I wasn't telling anybody to go shoot any white guys, because man, you threw out some extremes. I gotta check those off, man, because you threw out some extremes.
Well, I'm not throwing off extremes. I'm going off of the content on your channel
but you're taking it to
that's the same
context.
video where you say that it's in our DNA. That's the same video.
I understand that, but you're taking it to the extreme and saying that I told people to go kill whites. That's what you're saying.
Well, so can I play this 10-second or so clip of the video just for full context?
I mean, full context wouldn't be on his channel. It would be on mine. But okay.
But it's just going to be the clip of the video, probably.
Yeah, we'll just it should
a 5-second bite that he has, but okay, let's do it.
It doesn't take all that much context away, but
seem to like white people too much.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? He smashed the window, huh?
Well, y'all driving like idiots.
Well, y'all drive. Meaning they did.
This man.
Meaning they did.
The situation is that this white couple broke these guys' windows for retribution,
which is being insinuated.
Driving.
We don't know that either.
Right. So the insinuation here is that
but you don't know if it's wrong.
The two couple. Well, I'm just trying to get the basic objective facts.
So not you, sir. Not you, sir. Sorry.
No. Yeah, but two people. They're mad at these other two dudes. I'm not sure the context who's there, but they get mad at these people for driving like idiots, allegedly. They break a window allegedly and then walk off once they start getting recorded. At least that's what the video purports to show. So, I mean, the objectively, of course, they're not legally allowed to break somebody's property, even if somebody's being an asshole, right?
Mhm.
But Vintage, is there more to this? Is this the response clip that he put on there?
Well, this is where he gets into, hey, they're just like this, carry a gun, it's in their DNA. And this is where,
If I was this man, at this point, there's no diffusing because they busted his windows because they were riding in their neighborhood. That's not your neighborhood. You just live there.
Nuts.
I don't know why the entitled you-know-whos say those things. So it's like, man, just be protected, carry a firearm. Don't let nobody get that close to you again, bro. This is just how those people are. This is just how they are. It's in their DNA. This is what they're gonna do. This is all they're made of.
Yeah, you don't.
So, okay, so that's kind of the full context. Now, that's not really what I got from that video, because it seems like you say it can't be diffused, but it was diffused. They just walked away.
Wait,
So
are you arguing me?
No, I'm just saying, right? Because you said in that little clip, right, that situation can't be diffused, but it looks like it already was because the couple just walked away.
No, it doesn't look like it's already diffused. You have people yelling at. There's people literally yelling at them still.
I mean, but
it's not diffused.
Here's my logic. So let me run it through. So let's just put myself in the shoes of the people that own the car. Let's say I was even being an asshole. I'm driving like an idiot, which I have done in the past. And then some couple breaks my car window. I don't shoot them unless I feel in danger. What I do is I sue them for breaking my property, and then I make money off of them. That's what I would do.
Bingo.
Right, but your kind of response to that was carry a gun and don't let them get
carry a gun and don't. Absolutely.
But
absolutely.
That seems more my solution. My solution is just make money off of it, not kill somebody.
I never said to kill anyone.
No.
Okay, the only part where I admit that I kind of went a little overboard with the DNA thing and this is all they were made of. And like I said, I'm not gonna keep apologizing over it. So you guys can keep prolonging it, but I'm not gonna keep apologizing over it. I already said how I was wrong about it. If you guys want to hang it up on your walls, do so.
That's just the full context of that clip, or at least some additional context, because I hadn't seen that before, or if I had, I forgot about it.
100%.
So I will back out.
I would like to say so. That clip, now that I do understand there's the clip of it better, there's a lot we don't know, right? We don't know if the people were already out of the car. We don't know if that couple approached while they were still in their vehicle. We don't know if they went back inside and then noticed that couple came up and broke the window. There's a lot unknown here, right? So there's a lot that we're assuming. The bit that I think causes contention is the always carry a gun part isn't really that crazy of a statement. I mean, I think that most people in this chat, in this server, watching the stream would agree. You should always carry a gun if you realistically can. It becomes hazardous and like you're trying to fan some sort of conflict when you say all the other comments after. And that's, I think, where it starts to devolve with the added context of always carry a gun. It makes it seem like you are insinuating things that would incite violence in people.
Okay, I understand. And can I respond?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so the only reason why that even came out of my mouth was the carry a gun part is because in the video I heard someone had a gun. I will not tolerate brandishing a firearm. If you think you're gonna pull one out on me, you're gonna catch some shells. I don't know. We don't know if the guy was aiming at him. We don't know if he just had it in his hand. We don't know if anyone had a gun. But in his soundbite, in his clip, you don't hear the person say that he has a gun. But in my video, he clearly does. We don't know where he's at in the video. We don't know who has it. But the guy recording lets us know that guy has a gun. And I'm like, okay, so now the situation's changed because now these people aren't trying to call law enforcement. These people are. It looks like these people aren't trying to defuse it. They've busted the window. I know he didn't bust his own damn window. They busted the window and they're surrounding their car. So there is no diffusing. Surrounding the car, meaning not like a
other than walking away.
Which
is the main one.
Yeah. Before I pass it to Vintage, in the video, right, the window's already broken, yes, and that would be an escalation of force. However, the people are walking away and disengaging. There's no surrounding of a vehicle that I see. So that's where I think that it's strange that you would say there's no de-escalating.
There's 100% not a piece of a video that shows them walking away. I can guarantee you.
So
that.
we can
You
bring
just
it back
watched
up.
it.
Let's
No.
we could bring it back up, and John might pull it back up for us. I'm not sure. He's in the background.
I mean, I've already mentioned that his video, where he screenshotted or cropped it from my channel, I don't know how he did that, but he only has like 10 seconds or 5 seconds in there.
It was only.
Let's let Vintage talk a little bit here.
Okay.
Go ahead, King. Go ahead, King.
I don't care. I mean, all right. So you see them, the ones shouting, right? They're right there, right, walking away. They're in the immediate. They're walking away, right? He has time. He's obviously not under duress. He's recording the broken window, right? This started with a guy who's saying, "I'm not in your face," and he walks away, right? That is not being. I'm sorry. This sounds like. Okay, just being honest here. This sounds like the KKK are surrounding my car. We need to kill them. Kind of like a wet dream.
Oh well, every person that believes in the KKK or
But that's how you're making it sound here. These people are walking away, right?
No, they weren't walking away.
I mean,
they weren't walking away. There's two people walking away, but if you continue the video, there's other people. There's other people.
So where's the guy that was there in the beginning of the video? I'm not in your face, and he's gone. And they're still recording the car. That's not. At no point there.
Once you pull the gun out, you can't play victim at this point.
Who's pulling the gun? There's no gun there.
Okay. Respectfully,
all you heard was somebody's got a gun.
Exactly.
I didn't see that there.
And we say that's an assumption. It doesn't matter what you saw. We're like you just said, we have a video phone recording. So all we can do is believe the guy who just got assaulted and attacked. That's what we can believe.
He's assaulted and attacked.
He was attacked.
Walking away from him.
Oh, okay. How about this? Let me go bust your fucking window, and I want to see how you react.
Okay.
How would you react?
Are you walking away?
Hold on, because you cut me off every time I've opened my goddamn mouth. Okay. I want to ask a simple question, man. Mm-hmm. Any community you go to, even if it's an apartment complex, bro, you do not get. Are you allowed to bust people's windows?
I mean, legally, you are not.
Legally, you are not allowed to bust people's windows. No. Is it illegal to do 80, 50 drifting in someone's neighborhood? No, it's not legal. That's where it should have been. That's where it should have been. Okay, sir.
Yeah, we have
apples to oranges.
I haven't been able to prove 1 point because you yap over me and then he cuts me off. Well, he has to set it straight. Bones has to set it straight after. I really can't even get anything off my chest.
If you want, I'm fine to let you guys just keep going back and forth, but I did find the original video, the original 40-second unedited clip.
I mean, I knew this was going to be this way. I knew I wasn't going to have any oxygen in here.
Well, I'm just saying if you want to watch the entire video, because it actually does show stuff that wasn't in.
Ooh, hell yeah! Let's watch it.
So it's the original video from
NBC.
NBC.
Sir. Hell yeah!
Let's see it.
Let's do it.
So we're just gonna let this play in full, uninterrupted.
And I 100%.
Come right here, buddy. Right here. Tell me what you were doing. Burning out, racing through my neighborhood. Burning out, racing through my neighborhood. Not to.
Yeah, they're definitely in his face.
Oh!
Get out of my neighborhood. Who got a gun?
Let me chill. I'll chill.
The guy who's got a permit to carry it. You got a gun?
Okay, well, it said nobody's got a gun. So I don't know if anybody said that
he's about to, before you pause it, he's about to answer it.
Here, let's go back.
He's about to answer his question. He had a gun.
You got a gun?
He has a permit to carry it.
All right. Get out of this neighborhood.
All right.
Get out of this neighborhood. You don't belong here.
But y'all want to smash the window? Smash the window?
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
You smashed the window, huh?
Well, y'all driving like
now they're walking away.
Didn't change anything.
It changes a lot. Because let's just put this in a perspective. Had it been me, because you already put it into perspective, had it been you. So had it been me that got my windows broken, and had you been the guy in the gray shirt, or the blue shirt that walked up, you probably would have gotten maced. Okay? You probably would have gotten.
That's not what you said in your video. You were saying carry a gun. For these situations.
Further after, yeah, you would have yeah, you would have gotten maced, and if you would have tried anything after, you would have gotten put down.
But you didn't say that in your video, though.
With hollow points, critical defense, maybe.
The implication in the video was that in that situation, so we have the full context now. Those people, they were in his face, they were yelling at him, and they were documenting.
Yeah,
they were documenting the crimes that they committed allegedly, and documenting the tag on the vehicle. Okay,
And they're documenting their crime as well.
With it, yeah, that's what I was saying. Is that they're documenting
they're documenting their crime by taking pictures of the license
of
plate
the car that they
guy.
just vandalized.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's
Of the car they just vandalized. Yeah.
So and they're in his personal space, right? And they're yelling.
Right.
And the implication in the video you had released was that in a scenario like that, it would be justified to use lethal force.
No, I didn't say that.
And so you may not have literally
I
said
insinuated
those
to
words.
carry a firearm. That's what I insinuated. I never said, hey, man, when somebody walks up on you like that, you put them down, man. You shoot them. I said always carry a firearm because it changes the notion of people's behavior. If you know I'm carrying,
somebody
if you know
walk
that I'm
up
carrying
on
a
you like
firearm,
that again, bro.
if you know that I'm carrying a firearm and you get the warning that I'm carrying one, I promise you, you're gonna act right. If you don't, I promise you'll act right. If you don't know that I have a firearm,
lethal force to fucking get
I never
people to
said
act
lethal
right.
force. I never said
carry
lethal
a gun. Never let somebody walk up on you like that again, bro. What does that insinuate? What does it insinuate?
Back up, sir. If you come any closer, you will be put down. Yes. Fuck yes.
All right.
You will be put down if you approach me in an aggressive manner. You will be shot multiple times. You do not get to go in people's face and assault them or act like you're going to assault them. I can't predict what you're going to do at this distance. If you come there and you're in arm's reach, you're going to get aimed at, maced, or shot.
You're going to go to jail.
No, you're going to go to hell. So that's where you're going to go.
Let's talk.
I'll go stand before a judge and you'll be laying with the devil. Okay? Because I'm not tolerating any entitled behavior. Oh, we can go assault you and then act like we're the victims. How about just record it? Why are we skipping shit? Sorry. That's my bad again. If I cuss again, I'll leave.
The swearing's fine. Just no.
Why can't we just, hey man, get out of the neighborhood, man. Get out of here. Record his license plate. Record his face. Record his description. Why can't we go off that? I understand people get pissed. I understand that. But you do not get to walk up on people who may have a gun or who may not have a gun. This is the first oxygen I've been able to take since I've been here. You do not get to walk up on someone and I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know if you're gonna take another hit at my car. I don't know if you're gonna take a hit at me. But what I do know is I have a Glock 30 and I will use it if I have to. That's why I have it. I'm in Las Vegas, stand your ground state. You do not get to assault anybody.
Please. I feel like there's two.
Let that be clear, Vintage.
I feel like
let that be hella clear.
There's two really good points we could talk about.
What's the face for?
The first being.
How about the face of the guy telling me with a Christian earring that I'm gonna go to hell? Shut the fuck up. Listen to him.
Where's the Christian earring at?
Okay.
Please.
Like, what the hell are you talking about? Shut the hell up, dude.
That we could talk about. The first being, what was the intent of the video? Before you respond, I'd like to know what you would like to say the intent was and what Vintage was able to discern from the video and what he felt the intent was. Let's talk that piece. I'll let you go first in a second, and then we can talk about, if we want to get into it, what is legally and realistically a proper response to that situation. So I think those are two really good topics. Now, first, please, if you want to just briefly say what the intention of your comments after your clip were in your video.
My intentions were to be aware and to, my intentions were basically not to fault the people who were drifting inside the neighborhood, even though, because like I said, we don't even know. But obviously those people were mad for a reason. He was doing something in that neighborhood. Okay. So they were mad. But the notion changes, right? Whenever it's, oh, that guy has a gun. And whenever the guy says he has a gun, he kind of walks off camera a little bit. So my point was, okay, those people need to be addressed. That's why I made the video. Because you have to watch out for those kind of people. Carry a pistol because you never know who might get mad at you for stepping on their Converses or drifting in their neighborhood or taking someone's dino nuggies. You never know what might piss people off. So keep it on you. You know what I mean? Social distance, not the COVID bull, But keep yourself at distance, even if you are mad. Keep yourself at distance, because that's why I made the video. You can be shot, tased, pepper sprayed. Now, did I cover those 3 things? No, I just covered the extreme, right? Because I knew someone in the video, or I thought I knew someone in the video had a gun. So I had to cover the extreme, which was the person has a gun. You don't know if this person's going to get mad and say, you know what, man, screw this. Boom. Now you didn't even have an opportunity to defend yourself. Once that dude has a gun, you have 2 people in your face, and now you're looking at that dude with the gun. Because from our angle, one dude, the other guy.
Before we get crazy into a response, before we get crazy into a more tactical response.
My bad. But yeah, my intentions were just to keep people notified, man.
Okay, so Vintage, do you want to respond what your take was on the comments after?
I mean, Guy, half the video that I'm talking about right now is talking about white dudes being violent.
Oh my God.
I'm not trying to hash that out. I'm trying to say the intent of how I saw the video. You're saying it's bad now, but you didn't say that in the video. You didn't say it after the video. In fact,
100%.
Your community tab,
it didn't need to be said.
Your community tab did not add to this, okay?
Oh, it didn't need to be said yet. It didn't need to be said yet.
Right. Okay.
Right.
The other part of the video that was irking was the idea that somebody who lives somewhere does not own the community, right?
Right.
So they have no.
Well, I mean,
say.
I didn't say they didn't own it. I said this is not your neighborhood. You just live there. Is what I said.
Okay, that's not how neighborhoods work. You understand?
That's not your neighborhood. It's public property. It's public. If you can access it, it's public. Yeah. If you can access it, it's public.
This is why this whole fucking country is going to shit.
If you can it wasn't a gated community, do you know it or do I know it? We don't, right? So we have to assume he was able to be in there, right? Is it not public? Is it not public? Answer that. Was that neighborhood not public?
Being public does not give you the permission to go fucking drag racing.
I never said it did. I never said it did. But they have a right to be there. But they have a right to be there.
No, they.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Right.
According to they do.
And the central banks have a right to have the right to fucking light you on fire for all your money. There's legal and then there's moral, right? And what people know to be right? Can we agree on that?
Okay, so you're not talking about laws anymore. You're talking about what people should agree on?
I would think so, yeah.
Okay, well, those are 2 different things, though, right?
Okay, would you agree that if you paid, let's just say, $500, $1 million, whatever, to live in a cul-de-sac, and all of your neighbors have paid that much to be there, it doesn't matter who the fuck they are, and your kids play there, and you're drag racing through a fucking spot, you don't fucking belong there, and they don't. If they don't fucking live there, they don't belong there.
Sure,
they're saying it's public. How? Why?
Because
give me one fucking reason they deserve to be there. Because it's public.
America.
You're an idiot. Holy
shit. Swallow.
Yeah. So this is kind of a legally could
open to the public, bro. This is the future Nazism, bro. This is the
future Nazism. Hey, everyone deserves to be in my cul-de-sac in front of my house because it's public.
No. Neighborhood. I can go in your neighborhood right now. You wouldn't do nothing because I can be there. It's public unless it's locked up. If I can access it, it is public property, sir. Respectfully, it's public property.
Would that also mean that the people who live in the neighborhood can approach a vehicle that's there on the public property?
100%. Hey, man, my kids play here. What are you doing here? Is there a reason why you're here? Now I have the opportunity. I have the right to either answer or not answer. Man, get the fuck out of my face.
Okay, so you have the opportunity to be fucking annoying and stupid. So you're not. You don't belong
it's called my right.
Why are you there?
It's my
Why
right.
are you there?
Because I can be. My business. My business might not be pleasuring to you. I don't need to explain my business to you. What of that is your business? Why are you in front
of my house for no reason?
I would if you said that, I would respond, oh, well, sir, this is the public sidewalk.
How would you respond? By shooting me?
No, unless you wanted it. I would
Seems to be your MO.
I was like, this is the public sidewalk. I was like, this is the public sidewalk, sir. Can you respectfully back away from my vehicle?
I see through it. Hey, man. You're argumentative for the sake of it. But you know damn well that you wouldn't be in a neighborhood.
Do you have children? Because I do. Do you have children?
Okay.
Do you have children? Do you have children?
Not yet.
Okay, so you don't know how hard I'd go for my kids, right? You know who Cain Velasquez is? You know who that is?
No.
Okay, that's a heavyweight champ who was sent to prison for defending his son who was being molested. I guess we can all agree that it's wrong to molest people, right? Right?
Absolutely.
But murder, but answer the goddamn question or don't. I don't need any of that. Molesting children is wrong, right?
Yes.
Okay, no, because you pulled out an ultimatum, so I'm gonna do one too. You pulled out a whatever, so I'm gonna do one too. The people would believe he should be free because he killed somebody who molested his son, right? Just like you believe those people should have the right to do whatever they did to get him out of that neighborhood. You're not faulting the people who damaged the property of. You're making it seem like these people are the ones who were drifting, and all they need is to be told to go. I didn't hear that they broke anything, crashed anything, hit somebody.
Well, you don't know that either.
It would have been in the story if he hit something or hit somebody. It damn near would have. Oh, he hit somebody's light pole.
He
ran into someone's car. That would be in the description. That would be there.
So what you
So
got,
I do agree with Entac's point about Cain Velasquez. The reason why Cain Velasquez is in jail
because he shot
is not just that, but he shot at him on a public road with people behind, and
there's
so
millions of people that think it was right.
Well, I agree that if you look at the simple killing the person who molested his child, very based. The problem is in the process of that, he endangered a lot of bystanders around them and shot up other cars as well 100%. As the car that had the person. Right. So I agree with you in meaning, but the context there's a little bit more.
And I think we can all agree that he wasn't thinking logically when he did that because his kid because let me tell you guys this. I got 2 daughters. Anything happened to them, there will be some furniture moving. Okay. Law don't matter. Police don't matter. Come get me. All right. So, because I'll move a mountain for my daughters.
So then, why are you arguing against it?
No, no. What I'm arguing against is something that's nowhere near that extreme. Okay. Someone had a gun and broke someone's window because he drifted or drove or did whatever, because we don't know. But clearly, he did something in the neighborhood. We kind of do know because the lady said, "You're in here driving like an asshole." That's what she said. So
I think
we know that he was driving like an a-hole, right? So
there's too much to assume in this
way too much. That's why I hate that this was even a topic.
And so I think that I wanted to talk about like a more tactical response. I think that we can pivot this to talk about what was the gentleman's name who had been killed by the other student. What was his name?
Wait, are you talking about
Carmelo Anthony? Yeah,
yes,
Carmelo
yes,
Anthony.
that gentleman. My apologies. I didn't.
Hey guys, sorry. Can I just cut you guys off for 1 second? So I have work at 11 o'clock. We can still do this thing, but my camera might be off in like a couple minutes because I got to charge my phone.
Not a big deal.
I got work at 11 o'clock. It's 9:28. I got to get ready here in a little while. But anyway,
fine.
Sorry to cut you off.
I wanted to. So this kind of combines a bit of the someone not where they're supposed to be, use of force, and another topic that you had talked about that is a very hot topic. So would we be able to address the post you had made on your YouTube channel about that incident and what you were trying to indicate or signal, or what the purpose of the post was?
All right. Well, we could definitely discuss it, but it's like kind of like, what do you guys want to know about it, though? You know what I mean? Or my opinion, my standpoint.
I guess, Vintage, do you have any questions for him specifically about that?
Well, I would ask because I did bring it up in his stream when we tried to figure this out. So, I mean, objectively speaking, there are police reports on this. Okay, Carmelo Anthony admitted to stabbing him. You're posting an ex. Sorry, an ex.
That one right there, I did type 100%.
Okay. So you agree with the fucking guy?
Yeah.
Or the initial poster. There's that. I mean, my initial criticism of you when we started this is that you hate white people. Okay.
No.
And look, man, how if I were to post that, if
dude,
similar on my post,
dude, cut it. You literally skipped every comment in my channel everyone's calling me the N-word. Everyone's calling me this and that.
So because somebody else fucking comments towards you.
You pick out my racism from those comments, dude.
You were the first one.
I'm the one that hates white people. I made
a video on your racist fucking channel.
What was racist?
Your fucking community post, you dumb motherfucker.
What was
Holy
racist?
shit!
What was racist? What was racist?
Well,
Tell me.
Your Metcalf retweets. You had multiple videos talking. It's in our DNA. It just because you apologize for it now does not mean that you did not say it.
Okay, but I'm not racist. I don't hate white people. I'm telling you that now.
Let me ask you a question. If
I don't hate you guys.
Answer my question.
100%.
If I were to make 3 fucking shorts and I had 2 posts about how Carmelo Anthony needs to be fucking lynched, and if I make
there's
3
a million of those fucking posts.
I'm not talking about other people. I'm not talking.
There's a fucking million of those. There's people in tuxedos and briefcases saying that he needs to be killed. There's millions of those videos. That's why I spoke on that shit, because there's hella people saying that, oh, we need slavery back. Go on X and pretend like you don't see that shit. Pretend like you don't see that shit. Pretend like you don't see Carmelo, Anthony, and Austin Metcalf. Their situation is tragic, and I don't wish it on anybody. But also, you need to understand that, man, white people, black people, everybody needs to understand you do not have the right to put your hands on people. And if
you don't get to fucking stab somebody for shoving them, you dumb motherfucker.
How do you know that he stuck? How do you know he shoved them?
There's police reports.
How do you know he shoved them?
Holy fuck!
Because there's witnesses saying that the 2 white twins. That's what they said. The 2 white twins were jumping him. That's what witnesses are saying that were there, motherfucker. You weren't. You weren't there.
Yeah,
all right.
Look, you're not answering. You didn't answer my first fucking question.
Because you went off on me. You went off.
No,
you went off.
You started talking over me about something else. I asked you a question.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm meeting you with the same energy, brother. All right. Because you. Anyway, go ahead, man. God damn. Okay. So if I made 2 fucking community posts being anti whatever, and I made 2 or 3 videos, shorts videos, talking about how it could be easily construed that you'd be anti these people, right? You'd probably assume
I'm not telling people I hate whites, bro. I'm telling people to be mindful
of whites.
Yes, of racist white people. Yes, 100%. We're not gonna fucking pretend like there's no such thing as racist whites.
Okay, but you're not even throwing in the term. You're not even throwing in the term racist.
We're not gonna pretend like there aren't still white people walking around this damn America hating blacks. We just saw in Ohio this year that there were Nazis marching and ran away when they saw black people like some pussies.
The context of your posts aren't specific. They just are general towards white people.
No, they're
they are.
I'm speaking to a small group. Unless there's a larger group.
What is that? What is it?
Hey, look, making it. Hey, look, it's one side.
Answer that question.
Okay. Who's all right? Is that? No. Is that bottom?
John is here.
I'm sorry.
Blah. Is that bottom left? Is that focus trip? Are you pulling that shit up?
Correct. Yes.
Right,
well, so I wanted to ask a question.
Hold on. No. I know it's your platform, but fuck that. You guys are circle jerking right now.
Hey, yo, fuck that. We don't like context where I come from.
Look, because you guys have.
I gotta go take a piss, you fucking retard.
Minutes, man, shut the fuck up. For 50 minutes.
You're gay!
Look at those titties. For 50 minutes, you guys have been swinging on my sack, but haven't even went to my comments to see what this motherfucker has said. Yes, I said, that post with we're the superior race. You guys say that shit. Not you guys, but white people say that shit all the fucking time. Well, they say, we're superior. Oh, nigger this, basketball people this, and 13%. And you know all the gay shit that white people say. Now I'm not going to sit here and build a campfire and say, oh, only some white people. I'm not going to do that shit. I'm going to just say white people. White people.
So I just have a question to clarify, kind of, because
straight up, white people, bro.
I want to know specifically if you believe that black racism exists. like blacks can be racist again? Because some
Yeah,
people will say that it's
and
not
black people can be
possible.
racist. Hell yeah, black people can be racist.
Okay, that's basically my
Racism doesn't
question.
exclude races. When you're racist, it's because you hate another race and think you're that race is inferior.
I just wanted to check because some people say
Most
that
people
black
cry
people can't be
racism and don't
racist.
think blacks can be racist. 100%.
Well, yeah, I know people say that, so that's why
And
I wanted to ask you specifically.
Actually, blacks get away with racism a lot more, kind of. So, but that's a conversation we didn't have though. Blacks get away with being mean to whites and all that shit because some black people feel like they can do it because the worst genocide ever was done to my people. So some black people feel like, shut the hell up while I'm talking. Don't say shit. Anyway,
fuck you, motherfucker.
Shut the fuck up. You wouldn't
shut the fuck up, bitch.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, which genocide though? I'm genuinely asking.
Oh, so you want me to define genocide?
No,
Anyways,
you're saying a specific genocide.
Man,
I'm not questioning it. I just want to know which one.
Man, I don't need to define anything to you, bro.
Just
I don't need
tell
to
me
define
what I want to know.
You know what genocide means.
I know what genocide means.
How do you not know what genocide means? Do you not know what's going on in the world right now with Israel and Hamas and all the other shit? You don't know?
He's not asking you to define.
You don't know what genocide means?
Genocide.
Yes, I know what
He's asking
genocide
what
means.
genocide are you referring to?
Oh, slavery and killing blacks and all that type of stuff. And even after slavery, how blacks weren't allowed to do this and that, and how we were killed, and the Emmett Till story, and the blacks being killed for no reason, not even having guns. And now I'm not saying that black people aren't out here committing crimes. I'm not saying that, but that's usually what white people like to counter it with. Oh, who cares? Well, he was going to grow up to be a thug. What if I said, oh, well, he was going to grow up to kill his whole family and molest his children, like white people do? White people rule the statistic in incest, cannibalism, rape. Most of the craziest, heinous crimes, whites rule in. But we always talk about the 13%, which is serious, by the way. I'm not saying the 13% ain't serious. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that.
14 now.
13, 14, 15, 16. It's all bad, bro. And let me be the first black man to tell you this, because I'm light skinned, I'm mixed. Let me be the first black man to tell you this, bro. We are not happy with where we're at right now in the US, bro. We're not happy, bro. And we understand that there's a lot of dumb YNs. That's what we call them now, the YNs. The stupid ass YNs that ruin it for the black people. We understand that. And
I agree with that.
But at the end of the day, and there's a lot of black people that hate that, but we can't really get away from it because we're the minorities in the country. They're right next door. So it's kind of, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, bro, my manager, he's a cool ass white dude. His name's Guy, bro. He's super cool. Been in the Navy. Super cool white dude. Not Guy Sensei from Naruto, but no, his name's Guy. He's super cool, bro. I'm not gonna be like, he's 60 years old. He was probably racist back in the day. I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm not gonna go against his ethnic background because he's blue eyes. But let me hear him say something wrong about blacks. My shift's gonna turn. I'm like, oh shit. I don't know. But it's kind of like, man, it's like when I speak about these things, I'm not gonna be nice, bro, because I don't have big. You have 300,000 subs. I'm speaking to a very small group of people, bro. I'm not saying I don't got the time. I'm just too lazy to make the time sometimes. I'm not about to go into detail about what I think sometimes. I'm gonna just go ahead and be like, you know what, man? Sometimes white people are racist, bro. And I'm gonna say something crazy. I think it's the vast majority of white people that are racist. I think it's the vast majority. I think there's a very small amount of whites in America that are not racist. Genuinely.
Do you
like
have
a black man shows up to date your daughter?
You could throw out there?
What's up?
Do you have a percentage of what amount of white people you believe are not racist?
2 out of 10 whites are not.
So 20%. I'm just saying. So you believe 80% of white people are racist.
So that will go to say that I'm saying that all whites are racist.
No one's saying that.
Oh yeah, I would say that. I mean, was the country not built off racism and slavery?
No,
we're not talking about sunshines and lollipops and stuff like that. We're talking about people that raped kids, all right, fed them to alligators. You don't like to hear it, I know you don't, because those are your ancestors. Keep looking off like a prick.
I'm not. You don't even know what my ancestors are. You don't. Who are my ancestors?
White.
Who are my ancestors?
Anyways,
what does that mean? You don't even know what white means.
They would take the strongest black man out the house and beat him in front of his family.
Okay, you're associating.
No, hell no. You're vintage. You've cutting me off the whole time. The only person that's gonna cut me off is the host and Bones, bro. You're not cutting me off anymore, bro. You've been cutting me off the whole damn time. Typical.
So
Typical.
I have a question.
Fuck you.
I have a
Anytime, no oil.
Two things. We have let you talk a lot. All right. And I would like to ask, so are you saying that it is acceptable to commit acts of violence towards racist white people?
No,
Okay. That is the question I wanted. I wanted
absolutely
to
not, because it's
confirm.
freedom of speech.
Okay.
You have freedom of speech. You can say whatever the hell you want.
Okay.
So I want to touch on this. So you say my ancestors. Do you know where my ancestors
You're
come
white.
from?
You're white.
Okay, this right here is why.
What native ground do you have?
Poland, Germany. My
No.
family's not from the fucking the slave trades or anything like that.
Okay. Well, then kudos.
So half my family was
Okay,
responsible for invading Europe.
I was wrong right there. Kudos. I was wrong right there. Kudos.
Would you call a Chinese guy Japanese? Would you expect him to be cool with you?
Shit, I would probably be like, damn, I'm sorry. I called a Mexican guy the other day.
Well,
I called a
is that cool
Salvadorian
with
guy
white
the other day
people,
Mexican. Why ask a question if you're gonna fucking yap? Why ask a question if you're gonna fucking yap, dude? Why?
Ask a question if you fucking yap, dude.
Why? But seriously though, what don't you want an answer? Or are you gonna like, bro, shut the hell up?
No,
ask the question and let me answer it, or shut the hell up. Straight, like so simple. Do you want an answer?
Yeah. What is your answer?
If I called a Japanese person Chinese and they were, hey, I'm not, blah, 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 I apologize. And then I really don't give a fuck, but I would apologize and I would walk away. Bro,
Okay.
I don't need to care about everything. It's not that deep. We're here for fucking, we're only here for,
when you're making
a small
these
time, not a
statements.
long. Man, we're here for a small time. We don't know when our last date, man. I'm gonna go to work soon. I can get in a car accident.
Yeah, no, straight up. We don't want you getting a car wreck. You need.
But I'm saying that anything can happen, man. So it's like I don't have time to hold everybody's hand. If I call a Chinese guy Jap by accident, man, I'm sorry, bro, but fuck you.
Well, okay, that's what. That's fair enough. I know you got to go to bed. Hey, let me ask you this question: are you Christian? Let me ask you this: are you Christian?
I believe in a higher above, but no, I'm not.
Agnostic, then?
Huh?
Agnostic means you believe in religion, you just don't believe in a specific one.
So I do. Okay, when I was 13, I got baptized, and I grew up in the church. I grew up in the church house. But it was kind of pushed on me. You know what I mean? The Bible was beat against me. Like, do this or you're gonna go to hell. You know what I mean? And it was like that for a while. So once I got older and was able to do my own thing, I was like, oh, I'm free. Not free to do dumb stuff, but it's like, to shorten it up, I believe in a higher above. I don't believe in the God that was sold to all of us. I believe if there wasn't, a God to believe in, humanity would go crazy. So I don't know.
Well, I will tell you this as a Christian. I believe that because it would probably shock you to know this. My best friend is a black man, right?
Okay. Why would that shock
you? And we talk because a lot of you know what, that's wrong for me to assume, because most of these talking points people will tell me, oh yeah, your friend's a black guy. We talk about every video I've ever uploaded about Ghetto Gun Tube, which is the guys shooting the switches in the air, right? I hit him up. I'm like, you know what? Was this nuts of me to say? Was this crazy of me to say? And it's not because I'm not going to post it, but I want his actual genuine perspective, right? And you would consider him Uncle Ruckus, right? You would. But
I'm shooting in the air with switches are stupid.
What I'm saying is, anytime that a white man is critical of any of this stuff, right, it comes off twisted. What I will say to you, because I believe that all of us are made in God's image, and some people are not going to like that in the chat, but I genuinely pray that we all can soften our hearts a little bit, and we can all maybe learn to get along. I don't agree. I don't agree with you, and I do suspect you think certain things. At the end of the day, the world is nuts right now, and there are black dudes that were roasting you in my comments and guys defending you, and sometimes I was like, yeah, fucking, it's pretty nuts, the world we live in right now. Yeah, just
man, I don't think you're racist. I never called you one.
No, I'm not. I don't care if you thought I was one or not.
No,
what I'm trying to say is
I don't think that of you. I didn't say that.
What I'm trying to say is we're all creatures of God, in my opinion, at the end of the day. And what I would tell you to do, because it's unfortunate. I know people who were browbeat with the Bible, and it sucks. Do this if you want to, but seek God. seek Christ. I try to do so every day myself. I still disagree with you, but I'm willing to say, hey, get to work tomorrow safe. Do what you need to do tonight. All right. I think that's where we could probably end this, at least on semi-amicable terms.
All right. Well, I appreciate that, man. If we do this again, hopefully we can get some more on my side about, sure. Not only pulling up my stuff, but, at the end of the day, man, I don't hate white people. I don't hate you. Even the guys that are in my comments calling me a basketball typical N-word, I don't even hate those dudes.
It'll happen.
No matter what, man.
When you're on the platform, you open yourself.
That's YouTube. That's X. That's Instagram. You've seen it. It's
and that's why it is what it is. But whenever, man, let me just say this, man. I will never ever have hate towards a group of people unless, man, you gotta do something to my family. You gotta do something to my family. You gotta do something to me. That's where you're gonna get the hate. I might talk a little bit of shit, but man, a couple hours we can have a beer, play Call of Duty or something. But we gotta have a talk, man. We gotta have these talks because there are people out here that don't believe in a God and really hate black people, and there's people out here that really want to kill whites and don't believe in God. And
there you go. Yeah.
Those people are right next door to a lot of people. So it's like, those points, both of our points can be ignored, but they have to be received the right way, because I wasn't trying to tell nobody to go out and kill a white person. And there's probably black people that knew that. But if you were a white person, you're probably like, hold on, bro, what the hell is this dude talking about? Keep a gun on you. They're just, I get where you guys came from, but man, I'm not inciting a race war. I think we get fucked pretty quick.
But you understand why I would think that, right?
I do understand, and that's why I wanted to address it. Yeah, I understand, but you felt that way because you're white, though, right?
Well, sure, yeah.
And only white people felt that way. There wasn't an Asian, a Mexican, or a black guy under my comments saying, "Hey, bro, what the hell? Why are you trying to incite killing whites?" Because they knew what I meant. But I had to go in here and explain, which is fine. But man, like I said, bro, in my book, we're good. If you want to have another conversation, man, we can definitely hop on here and have another conversation.
For sure, we probably will. But yeah, no, but you need to, get.
I got to get in the shower.
Thanks for coming. It was.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you for having the intestinal fortitude to come on.
100%. You guys get home safe. Oh, well, you guys are already home. You guys be safe, man. Here. All right, man.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you guys for letting me on.
Putting up with everybody. So
have a good night.
You too, man. Appreciate it for having me.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen. There was a solid hour back and forth between Vintage.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Between
Legally Dangerous 702.
I still think he's full of shit, but like I don't,
Well, I mean, it's kind of rough now because he's gone. But I mean, the other day when he was posting on his thing, I said so many white dudes mad in my comments. See me in person, won't do shit. I did comment on there. Let's talk it out. Pull up in YouTube Live, which he did.
Was that you?
He did do. Which
out of focus clips to the second channel.
That's out of focus. I
thought it was okay.
Well, it was me on the second.
Dude, I'm sorry. Every single fucking thing that if you add the context to it, it's clear as clear as day.
So that's something that I kind of wanted to add. I don't want to dog on him too much.
I'm not trying to dog on him right now. It's just
but what I'm going to say is that he posts something kind of, let's say, anti-white, and then gets a lot of anti-black comments. But usually it's because he posts something anti-white, and then people.
That's what I was trying to explain.
So
that was what I was trying to explain.
That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. Like, so you didn't just come after him because he said nothing. You came after him because of his own videos.
Right. Well, that's I tried to. I don't know. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I didn't explain that well enough. But I felt there were certain points in this live stream where I tried to tell him that, like, you posted anti-white thing,
also,
and then racism.
I do have to say that when he said that you kept cutting him off, I think he had 70+% of the airtime.
Yeah,
I think if we back that up, it was mostly him, which is fine.
I don't care.
He's 2 for 1 in here. 2v1.
I will say this: he, despite I still feel kind of the same about him, but I do have a little bit more respect for him in him trying to take some responsibility there. He did at least admit to some of his stuff, but. Dude hates whites. I'm fucking. I don't know what.
So I think if we roll it back a little while, when he talked about racist whites, he said, I hate them or I'm afraid of them or something like that. And then later on, he said that 80% of white people are racist. So
But that's
my
what.
point
But
to that is
that's
like,
what
so
I'm
you
getting
basically
at.
do, right? Because
I mean,
if we go back to the joke thing, I think everybody is allowed to make whatever jokes that they want about anybody they want, right? So if it's all just jokes and for fun, like you
it's
can
just gotta be
post crazy
funny.
stuff. Well,
It's gotta
but
be
he can
funny.
make his posts, his
Yeah.
anti-white meme posts. That's fine. But then people can also respond in kind because that's what people are going to do. So
No,
And
I do have
it's
respect
in
for him for
humor,
coming on.
and it not in
yeah,
if you're posting that content, but also doubling down in a non-humorous way, in a very serious way, commenting about a situation which you're claiming you should have a gun and not let somebody get so close to you. As an example, it no longer becomes humor; it becomes like advice or
There's
input,
videos on his channel that I did not include because I could not include them in my video, but it's of like white people getting shot and him being like, "Yeah, fuck that racist white guy," like
there.
and literally like they were there.
I know
Okay, I
there
just
is
couldn't.
shorts. There are shorts on his channel that are very like explicitly anti-white, and he'll say that those are racist whites. That those are the bad ones. But then again, 80% of white people.
All of them are the
It's
bad
a
ones,
community thing
mostly?
for me, right? It's for him to say like, no, well, because I'm legally allowed. It's like, okay, I'm legally allowed technically to do a lot of shit, but it would still be weird for me to fucking be there. And don't pretend that you wouldn't react the same way in your neighborhood or your area. I mean, the idea of community is absolutely lost on the guy. And that's another point of contention where it's like, yeah, I guess if you're in Section 8 housing, yeah, you just fucking live there. But like, if you own the fucking place, or you own a place, or
Well,
all the people in your community own the place,
it,
yeah, you don't want
it
crazy
is.
shit.
How do I say this without getting
Yeah.
I have
but
something I can.
like
I
listen,
can
okay,
say.
like you and there's maybe people technically have a ability to be in your neighborhood, but maybe morally they shouldn't be there, right? If you have some, not a right, but there's a way to phrase it.
If somebody parked in front of your house and was just there your house, just auditing your house, let's just say, okay,
Mhm.
you would kick the shit out of them. I would do it.
Right,
Right. Like you
correct.
just,
And
after a certain point of time where it's like, hey, what are you doing here? Oh, okay. After the third or fourth fucking time I'd be talking to you and you're just in front of my house, I'm gonna be like, all right, bro, like you need to get out of here, or I'm gonna do something.
you're about
So-
to disappear, good sir.
The only reason why I popped in is because
Oh, I just
Nice.
muted him accidentally. My bad. I was trying to adjust his mic because it was so loud. Sorry, try again, Richard.
I'm sorry, I don't have my headphones right now, and I couldn't find them. The only reason why I even popped in was because he was going off and saying some wild things without any sources or anything. Usually if you state statistics, there's usually some form of evidence that you can give to back it up. But some of the things that he was throwing out was just absolutely wild. Like his people being victims of the largest genocide in world history. It's like, dude, over 2 million slaves were put to death at building the Great Wall. Like they call it the world's longest cemetery for a reason.
Yeah.
Right, but it depends how you define it, because if you define genocide as like the entirety of slave trade or colonialism, throughout the earliest 20th century or something like that, like you can frame it to be as wild as you want, right?
And I get that, but I also thought it was disingenuous because he was just saying whites in general are responsible for slavery, and I guess he's never heard of the Slavic people.
Well, that's what that was the point of me saying you wouldn't call a Japanese guy Chinese. Like I'm
right. I really like that point, Austin, that you threw in there, because he's just saying you're white. What do I care? You're white. You're white. It's like
like I'm Anglo-Saxon. I'm like, no, sir. I am Slavic and I am German. Like both of, and I can trace my family history. It wasn't slavery.
You want to talk about the genocide?
Yeah.
My ancestors will show
we
you.
We were busy fucking and killing each other.
I wanted to bring up
okay, but Bones, thank you very much. You did a great job.
Yeah, thanks, Bones. That was a good job.
I did pin your channel in the chat. So go ahead and click on it, click subscribe to it, and hit like on his last video because he does good work. But since we talked about jokes, Vintage, I know you might be pressed for time, and it's already nearly midnight where I live.
I'm gonna be on your Discord later. It'll be okay.
Yeah,
my chick already gave me the eyes. She opened the door and she's like, "What the fuck are you screaming about?"
You guys are wild because you had a lot to say about Intact. And so we have 65, 66 super chats to get through. So it's gonna
well, fuck me, get through them.
I will let you guys.
This is gonna
Actually,
be
just start reading them. I gotta pour me a drink.
Okay, yeah. Vintage will be back because you guys were wild and you deserve to have your totally in Minecraft opinions read out loud on this stream for handing us money. This will be the funniest part of the stream. Richard, before we get going, are you gonna bounce before we get going?
Yeah, I'm gonna get. I was already laying in bed. I'm
you sound like it. Sounds good, man. All right, I appreciate you hopping in, man.
Hey, hope everybody has a good night.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Richard.
All right,
Night,
peace out,
Bonesy.
homie. Bonesy, oh, that's so cute. Huge ass for $4.99 says, "Beep beep, here comes the race war." That is the Trump that will resound at the beginning of the race war. Thank you very much for the $4.99. Noob Actual for $4.99 says, "Here late. What's up, my dudes? Hopefully will be a good discussion." I think people got what they wanted to say out. And Antact said a lot. Austin talked for about 15 minutes total, but it was overall pretty good. Thank you very much for the $4.99 Noob Actual. A huge ass for $4.99 says Basketball American is mad. His credit card app got declined.
If you read this to him while he was like here, he just
I was watching it go. I don't know if he was watching it, but I was watching it and I was like,
I can't see the chat, so I don't even know how this is received.
No, it very well for you.
Yeah.
SB89 says N.
Bruh.
Mark,
my strongest
says
soldier.
I. Mark says G. SB89 says G. Mark says G. Mark says E. RC says E. And Mark says R. And Chuck says R. So that was, gentlemen, that was a $30 end tower because you guys did it so fast that they were super chatting over each other.
Guys, you're
get the letters out. That's
fucking my debate.
The extended end tower.
As you guys were going at it, that was just happening in chat, just one after the other.
I saw it towards the beginning, yeah.
Yeah. Clay Cable donated $4.99, says nothing, but people responded to his super chat with a certain set of letters, which I did notice. They did complete it. Thank you very much, Clay Cable, for the $4.99. Your contribution was noted. It was observed. Ike the Mage for $1.99 says vertical video, death emoji, death emoji. This sure is on an iPhone.
Nice background, buddy.
Nice
background.
He's just on his phone. Huge ass for $1.99 says low IQ, low impulse control.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a low impulse control moment. It's like, fuck you, you little shit.
you're gay.
Like 2 or 3.
Bro,
yeah, that one was for fun.
He was getting away with a lot. I was letting him.
He was
going.
talking a lot. He said a lot of things about you too. So I think that's fair. If people
he said he talks his shit. Don't worry. It's alright.
It's alright, baby.
It's alright, baby.
The Bruley Joker.
We black women, we like to fight sometimes.
Yeah, we talk it out. Bruley Joker for $5 says you can't insinuate what is right or wrong. Yeah, so my opinion on that car video is the full context does look a little bit worse because you have him surrounded by 2 or 3 people and his car is banged up. I think they threw a rock at his car because his door is dented and his
the bottom of the door to the window did look like either that or was hit by something like it had to have been somebody who just came up and bang.
But his door was dented, so I don't know if somebody had like a rock, because a rock can be considered a deadly weapon.
Sure.
Right. So that's where I'm like, especially if somebody's in the car and you throw a rock like through a window, like that is assault.
But they had an inside. I mean, it could have fallen on the floorboards or whatever, but you could see the inside of the vehicle, and there's nothing there that I could see that would have, done.
Well, I'm just saying,
that.
I would like to see the video before, but obviously that video doesn't exist.
I want to know where he got it from, because he was talking to me about context. It's like, bro, you uploaded this like before, obviously the real shit, or the person filming, right?
I have the full video, and so. Also, the reason why I hopped in to ask him about, do you think blacks can be
that
racist
thumbnail is so fucking funny. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But this one from Heavy Duty Country, I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but I almost wanted to play this during the debate.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that
take
one.
on it. One way black people achieve true liberation, that's by taking it in blood. There has to be blood all over the floor. There has to be bodies on the floor. There has to be people screaming and crying. That is the reality. And this is what history shows me. No amount of begging, no amount of complaining, no amount of protesting, nada is going to get you your liberation until you take it with blood. You see? So this is why I sit back and I don't play along with any of these black people talking about it's a spiritual war, this, that, because when those cops are going into our neighborhoods and shooting our babies, that's a physical thing, right? Address the physical. You see, this is why I say don't hit my phone until y'all ready to do what y'all know we got to do. When y'all ready to go outside and hunt them white boys, hunt them cops, go to that white boy's neighborhood and fuck it up. When y'all ready to do what y'all know we got to do, hit me. But until then, I'm not playing around with y'all because it's all of these excuses for why we don't want to do it. I'm going to sit back and do my thing. When y'all ready to go outside and take blood, hit me anytime. But you see, a lot of us are not ready to do that. But I'm trying to
Lucky for you, good sir. That is a wild tirade. And again, that's why I asked him, do you think black people can be racist?
And this is not the only, just go on X. There's so many of those fucking comments. Videos. He's bitching about like fucking end towers, and it's like you see that. Like I told him, like, go, you want to know like black version of X right now in terms of race? Go on Facebook. Go on Facebook.
Oh really?
Look at, oh yeah. It's like thousands of black people. It being like
it's the Unk book.
Yeah, it's the Unk book. Yeah, 100%.
Bulge deep in vagina for $9.99 has a singular letter.
Also, subscribe to me, you fucking assholes. I'm almost at 300,000. I'm like 10 subs away.
Come on, guys. Vintage gave you an hour of blood.
I give you an hour of dancing around like a monkey.
I give you an hour of blood.
Respond to him by gifting him your subscription. Vintage Warfare.
Yeah,
do that.
Queen of the Black Queen of Königsberg.
We should have brought that up. We should have brought up that you were the Black Queen.
He wouldn't get it. Huge ass for $4.99 says, angered easily by simple logic and words with more than 2 syllables. Truly a future neurosurgeon.
You know he's watching this right now. Too,
yeah,
by the way.
He did get triggered a couple. I mean, like I said, he went on like a 10-minute tangent at one point. That was
he did that multiple times. It was just like him screaming at me.
We got one good bit of moderation in. We got one.
Dude, you did a good job, all things considered, honestly.
I tried my best.
Mark for $1.99 says, I know Bones did a great job. And I was messing with things in the back and pulling things up, but that's because I wanted to nail him down on a topic. Like if it's like
he was
I hate
my little Steinberg in the back.
If you say that, hey, I hate when people post racist stuff on my stuff, it's like, well, you instigated it.
It sucks because it's not my stream, so I can't pull up like specific things that I'm trying to insert. I'm glad you guys understood what I was talking about.
Huge ass for $1.99 says the fatigue is real. Yeah, I was shooting matches today, and definitely fatigue was setting in. I know what you mean. Willie McDuff for $9.99 says black fragility is real. There was one point in one of his rants where his voice cracked just at the worst possible time for him. I was like, ah!
I think it was after I said, fuck you, you're gay.
Yeah, people just started dogging on him in the chat for that. An Axe Grind for $1.99 says there is no political solution to the fatigue. That's the black pill posting, Mr. Axe to Grind. Appreciate it, sir. Willie McDuff for $4.99 says sticks and stones may break our bones, but words can never hurt us, neighbor.
Whoa.
Thank you very much for that, Willie McDuff. Dude, I gotta be careful. I'm gonna slip up one of these days. It's gonna be bad. Huge ass 49 says voice crack point is invalid. Yeah, it was bad timing. And then Sig shows up and says, hey, any of y'all want a job in our PR department? I think if you're looking for a new diversity hire, I think that just talk to his white manager.
I'm gonna hire him. Don't worry. I'm
Through.
gonna send him an email. I'll be like, "Hey, brother, you're gonna edit my. You're gonna be an indentured servant to my editing.
Gosh, sign the contract. Sign the contract. Huge ass for 499 says he's awfully emotional. Must have been raised by a single female. I wasn't gonna ask that. But.
It's sad because it is a problem. You can't even blame him for that.
So, if I remember correctly, he's half Hawaiian, half.
So
black?
he's according to a short that I did watch. What I didn't tell him is I spent like a day watching his fucking videos, smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee, watching every single fucking video he's ever posted. I make money here, and that's I said that in this fucking. She was like, "Yeah, why do you do this?" I'm like, "I make money doing this. You don't." No, I looked at every fucking short he ever did, and so it's funny. Anytime he talks about the Second Amendment, he specifically leaves out people who aren't a part of his racial buildup or his makeup. So like he'll be like, "Oh, y'all Second Amendment people, like y'all Hawaiians, y'all Mexicans, y'all blacks, y'all Asians." It just like leaves it there, and he's like, "Yeah, y'all need the Second Amendment's good, you know." And he's very particular about the white divide there, and it's not. I should have brought that up in the stream, but like dude, it just Occam's razor.
We tried briefly.
It's a thing. Yeah, it's Occam's razor is a thing, guys. Pattern recognition.
I do want to shout out Dank, who summarized the stream for us quite well. He hosted coherently. There was a little bit of yelling in there. Entact, if you're still watching, go back and watch it, and you did most of the talking, which is fine. You were 2v1.
I still respect you for coming on, to be honest, even though I spent 30 fucking minutes trying to get him to come onto my stream.
I like how
why wouldn't he go? He should have gone on yours. That would have been.
He didn't trust. First of all, he didn't trust me. I needed somewhere to send the link. He wouldn't fucking trust me to do that. And then he did that thing with my Instagram, and he's like, "Man, I say the N-word on my Instagram. You're banned."
It is.
I'm like,
pretty
dude,
ghetto.
That was so
it's pretty
annoying.
Ghetto, sir, that you're banned off of Instagram. You know, it's a little
that's
bro. It's like somebody's like, "Oh, I'm banned from Cash App. Can you use this weird program that you've never heard of before?" I'm like, "No, that's not happening." Dogwater Tactical for $2 says, "Learn to throw hands, poozy." Thank you, Dogwater.
He would
appreciate
be ranting about something. Vintage would make a face, just react a little bit, and he'd be like, "Man, shut your bitch ass."
Dude, he would get mad. All would do is like this, and he'd be like, "Fuck, don't look away from me." Dude got mad.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. He's like, he would just go on about, "You're always interjecting me. You're always interjecting me. I can't get a word in edgewise." And he's just still, dude, just editing those two together would be really funny. I don't think Richard has the patience to edit this together.
Oh, Richard, you're gonna do it because I said so.
Bulge Deep in Vagina for 199 says, "Dad never came back with the Newports."
Motherfucking Newports.
I mean, real talk though, single motherhood in the black community is a huge issue that really started in the 70s, 80s, and 90s after they pushed drugs and rap culture. So maybe we could get the CIA to stop doing that. That was CIA, baby. 6 Hour for 499 says, "Did one of these three get electrocuted?" Asking for a friend. One of us did. Pre-stream.
Some guy commented on my video. He said, "He looks like my wife's paintbrush."
Dude, okay. Oh, I forgot. So before, when he was in his stream, he was like, "Gay stuff? Oh, I don't like gays. Oh, they're worthless. They're not useful to society."
Yeah, he did go full Muslim on the gays.
I typed in the chat mega based. I forgot about that till just now. I should have started out.
He did say some based things. He mainly was like trying. He said, what was it? By the way, this guy is 23. He's fatter than me, and his biceps hang down like here. Like if you look at my video, they hang down there. And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're built like Chris Griffin." I'm like, "Dude, you literally look like what's the black-eyed Family Guy? Fucking
Cleveland.
Cleveland. I was like, bro, brother, like send me your height and weight."
and he just would not fuck. Like for every in the chat, people were like, "Send your height and weight," and he just wouldn't fucking do it. Shit was
All
funny.
he said was, "I'm taller than you." That's all he said.
I posted my height and weight, and he just wouldn't reply to it. I was like, "This is a Johnny Q moment."
There's a really good screenshot if somebody wants to find it in chat where he's holding up his fingers like this, and they look like sausages. Like there's barely
like
you have kind of fat hands, but his
I do have
noticeably
fat
fatter than yours.
Well, he's got 23, bro. Yo, I'm a weathered man.
Huge ass for $4.99 says, "Holy fat flaps, black man." Dude's arms got more dimples than a golf ball. That's good. Holy fat flaps, black man. Dude, I need that an AI comic strip right now. Just black man. It's just fat guy in a cape.
I did not expect that. That was nuts. That was nuts.
6 hour for $199 says, "Why is he there? He's there for your sister." Duh. Sig.
There for Logan's sister.
An Axe to Grind has a series of black pills for us. He says, white people have to start sticking together. Well, I mean, listen, homogenous cultures tend to have less problems than less homogenous cultures.
I'm with you there, buddy.
And so we just have to decide what type of society we would like to live in, and then what people groups create those types of societies, and what types of people are denigrating to those societies, right? So I've got to be very careful about how I pronounce denigrating.
We would hate to say white need to stick together. We would hate to say
an axe to grind for one nice. We are not the same species, not even close. Woo. Thank you. Every day we stray closer towards YouTube. What's the good term? The getting sacrificed on the altar of YouTube. Todd Docs for $2 says, "Black logic never lets you down. Also, Trench is gay. Trench catching strays."
He was in here at the
He was in here. Yeah. He was talking.
Is this real or am I that drunk?
As soon as Trench showed up, people were like, "Shut up, Trench." Just being mean to him for no reason. Huge ass for $4.99 says, "Amazing. He has to work. Once it's clear he can't articulate anything beyond Wakanda forever." I mean, I believe him that he has to work. I
think that's probably true. That's probably true.
No.
Working man.
Yeah. 6 hour $4.99 says, "If he's here, who's guarding Wakanda?" Oh, that starts at 11. Yeah, 11 o'clock. That's the shift. Thank you, 6 hour for the $4.99. Unbelievable. Subarctic Psycho for 2 says, "I'm black, except the 52% white blood he hides." No, he's black and Hawaiian, according to him. Black and Hawaiian. So he's got that PI in him. Ton Dogs for $2 says, "Imagine if Trench was black and he was in your house." Dude, I can't say it. That's so funny though. That's an odd thought in my head.
Dagger
now.
that your mother says we got at home.
Oh, that's good.
This has been the best part of the stream. Absolutely to me.
Stop spurging for 5 says, "Buck break this dirty
whoa
human." 6 hour for $4.99 says, "We can settle this right now. Ask him to say ask."
None of you asked him what he had for breakfast this morning, and I'm so pissed.
Oh, that's sad.
Somebody asked him though how he would feel if he didn't have breakfast.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That's right. Yeah. How would he feel if he had breakfast? Yeah.
Ooh, SB89 says, "There might be a black in Trench's house, but it's not for him." Ugh.
Oh, come on, buddy. Hey,
you gotta get off the internet, homie.
This is a public service announcement. Stop fucking look. Back in the day, people used to duel people over talking shit to people's women. Just let off his woman, all right? That's not cool. I hate that. I hate that.
Disgusting. No, I
think it's gross. I think it's gross.
I mean, if you want to make fun of Trench, there's lots of material there. Okay,
you don't go after that. Don't go after the girl. I fucking hate that.
Garrett Belknap for $4.99 says, "Typical lib thinks yelling over the top of someone is winning an argument." Lol. He did a lot of yelling in that, and it's kind of like accuse your opponent of what you're doing yourself. Like, "You're talking over me. You're talking over me." I'm like, bro, nobody's talking.
He kept doing that too, and I was like, "What the fuck?" You like? I actually looked at Bones. I'm like, "Am I actually doing? Am I actually like?" Other than when I obviously was like fucking with him, but like I was like, "Am I I actually talking over him that much? Because I know I am loud sometimes.
It was pretty funny. No, you'd be like, you're talking over me, and it's because you went like this. And he'd be like, shut up, stop.
And Axigrind for 199 says, we all love vintage of beer. Yes, you must subscribe to Vintage Warfare. You are getting him to 300,000.
I'll be at 300,000 actually by midnight if you fuckers subscribe to me.
Get over. Okay, I gotta pin your video now. Where is it? Oh, Bathroom Operator. Also, go check out Bathroom Operator. Instant classic.
It's a funny video.
Now pinned in chat.
So I hear.
Replacing Bones. Check out Vintage Warfare. Subscribe to the channel. Get him to 300,000 tonight.
Get him there.
And then send him a super thanks for hanging out here. Thank you, sir. Next time Vintage streams, I need to send him like $100 super chat. Bruley Joker for $10 says, I'm not saying it, but I'm saying it. I understand what you mean. Sometimes we use different words to elucidate what we mean. 6 Hour for 199 says, I don't run when I see black eyes. I love Popeyes. It's not bad. Thank you, 6 Hour. Appreciate it.
Good rhyme.
Todd Dogs for $2 says, we need some Nazis in the USA again. OKKK.
Didn't he call me a Nazi? He was like, the future of Nazism is you.
Did.
That's when I started. That was when I started chimping out. I was like, what?
Well, so I think that if you pressed him, he already made the statement that 80% of whites were racist, and he said specifically proto-Nazi. So I think he would say that like me and everybody in this chat are either Nazis or proto-Nazis, right?
It was the point where I said, I'm gonna just take a tip because he started going after you guys. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna go take a piss. You sit there, you fucking ass. And like fucking that was when he got really mad.
I was a little worried you were going to say something as you walked off screen.
No.
Ball of Sheep in Vagina says, you're welcome because you aren't living in a mud hut because of us. You know, there is a sad argument to be made that the people who were affected by the slave trade, their ancestors benefited off of it more than if they had just stayed in their original location. A little argument to be made there.
To be honest with you, I do understand some of the angst there, but like they're being so misled about where that angst should. I'm gonna leave it there. Not trying to get you banned there.
Where it should go. I mean, listen, okay, the slave trade was bad, but all I'm asking is who owned the boats, okay? That's all. I'm just
who sold the slaves to who owned the boats. Yeah.
Chromosome Hoarder 69 for 199 says, since when did the N in NBA stand for national? It stands for national? That's news to me. Thank you for the 199. Appreciate it, sir. Subarctic Psycho has some emojis for us: a chicken wing, a watermelon, and a basketball.
And where are you guys on my average fucking live stream night? Some of you guys show out. I know Subarctic, he goes hard. It's all good. Yeah. Psycho does good for me.
They were wild tonight, so you should have gotten them on your stream. 6 Hour 499 says 1.5 to 5 million blacks killed by slavery versus 12 million Jews killed by the Holocaust. Go back to school. True. Though, you know, that's the real number. With inflation, we do have to keep in mind that the original figure, it's been bad, okay? 7% a year. So I think the corrected number,
the Holocaust numbers going up with inflation is so fucking funny.
The 2025 numbers are 12 million, bro. Okay,
6 million Jews back then. How many Jews is that today?
Holy shit! I need to reuse that joke. Holy shit!
What's also funny is the Holocaust survivors also keep inflating. There's funnily enough, Todd Dogs for $2 says, give this man a P320 for free to defend his home. Now that's just mean, Todd Dogs. Listen, man, it's
those
only
are the last
it's not,
ones he started flexing. So he's got the M18, he's got the he debated me. He was like, this motherfucker's never been in the military. I'm like, yeah, I carried an M17 and I also worked on the M17 after carrying both the M9 and the M17. He's like, oh well, yeah, well, whatever.
All right, so
after he said it was funny.
Oh yeah. Pinks, and then again, pinks is apparently a slur for white people, which I think is funny. Pinks, proving my point. Only
mayo monkeys is my favorite. I love mayo monkeys.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much for the $2 Todd Dogs. Groyd, H.
Oh my
Ader,
goodness.
for $2
Profile
says,
picture.
we are judging you by the content of your character. Dude, that is a rare poll. That is a legendary retard
That thumbnail, that's got to be AI.
That's good. Thank you for the $2.
There's no way that really exists.
Mr. Hater, thank you for the $2. Appreciate it. Huge ass for $4.99 says, I am judging this man by the content of his character.
Huge ass does hard on my streams too. Let's go.
Huge ass.
yeah.
Huge ass is good, dude. The amount of times I've said huge ass for $4.99.
No, he donates. Let's go, buddy.
He's got. I'm glad that these people
Keeping
are
the
here
lights
to
on,
support
keeping the
the
lights
content they
on.
want. Bro, they're still not stopping. We're still only halfway through. Garrett
Bro, there's
Belknap
30 left.
and says he must not remember how many Christians and Irish and Chinese were enslaved as well, far more than black. But you see, only if you want to look at slavery, bro, okay, doesn't matter. I don't even care. Okay, everybody was enslaved by somebody else at one point. Whites were just better at it, and then whites ended it. So sorry, bro. And
then we nuked everybody. we
specific,
we
yeah.
started the stock market, and we're here.
To be specific, also it was Christian whites. So you're welcome. Thank you for the $4.99, Garrett. 6 Hour for $4.99 says, hey, he's got to get ready for work. Those whoppers won't be flipping themselves.
Hey, I'm sure
Thanks,
he's an apprentice to be a neurosurgeon. You be nice.
No, I mean, legitimately, though,
he's like Grey's Anatomy. He's got to sleep in the on-call room, and he's getting fucked by the hottest white women you've ever seen. Actually, no, I will say this: the guy needs to not be as personal as he is on his channel. He puts some family shit on there. I hope that he fucking takes that shit off. Not a good idea with the I left that on my video when I was like, dude, you're doing a lot of inflammatory shit, and you're doing like gender reveals like on your channel. Like, brother, don't do that.
Well, and on another note there too, he does have 2 daughters, so I hope he is
straight up.
Father. I hope he is a good father.
I don't actually wish anything bad upon the guy, and I hope that him and his family are good to go, you know. But but he shouldn't be doing that if he's, I don't know.
Yeah,
not a good idea.
Well, I mean, even for me, I know that if I went out,
you would never like. He asked me, "Do you have kids yet?" I'm like, okay. Do I tell him that I'm trying to have kids right now with my current? Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, you're gonna like, no, not yet. But this guy's got 2 daughters and he's talking. It's like, and you're talking, like posting videos. Like, stop. You're not good. Not good. I don't think he understands it because he keeps doing this thing where it's like, well, I don't really care about content creating. It's like, bro, how many videos have you made? You're making
that's a common defense too. You know, people. Luger said.
I mean, he has 248 videos. Now they're all basically shorts, but still, I mean, that's as many. That's probably half as many videos as I have on my channel.
Like there is like right now, I'm planning 3 events with like pretty big people involved in it. Like my chick's going with me. She will never be on fucking camera because I am definitely afraid of people doxing like I just could imagine doing that. You know what I mean? Like, John, you understand, like you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, there's no benefit to it at all. There's no benefit.
No, just negative. Negative.
It's Mr. Hater is back for $5. Says, wait till he finds out slavery still exists in Africa and they still eat children over there. LOL. Yeah, Mr. Barbecue could fry up some fine African cuisine for you if you really want to sample his wares. But yeah, Todd Dogs for $2 says, "Sir's gonna sig." Also, Trench is black AF.
Hell yeah, that's right. That's right,
my man. Intact. Maybe you should look up how African tribes would raid and sell other captured tribes to the slave trade, what happened, but no one talks about that. Well, so that's nothing. Thank you for the $10, Bruley Joker. It's like if you look at the Native American, it's like Native Americans, this was their land and we stole it from them. Like, well, you know, and
then we fucked them up. We fucked them up.
They killed, raped, murdered, enslaved each other, and committed genocides of their own. Very progressive of them. And then when Cortez showed up, he simply said, "The human sacrifices will stop." So yeah, thank you for the $10. Taunton Dogs for $2 says, my best friend is not a black. Vintage, you weak AF.
He served in the army with me for 4 years. He's a good guy, and he is like Uncle Ruckus, just like a very fit Uncle Ruckus, but a nice guy. And you know, like I don't hate all, you know, like
No.
he is one of my best friends.
Well, so that's the thing. We can talk about all of the society's problems, right? And we can understand that the solutions to these things are difficult without.
I straight up every video I make, like ghetto gun tube wise, I send it to him unlisted. I'm like, is this fucking nuts or no? And like, he'll call me and be like, bro. And he'll like do a little lip smack. He's like, oh, these fucking retard, they killing that fucking yo. You said the Arby's waitress of mother of 6, and like he like starts laughing. We'll talk for like 2 hours, dude. Yes, I do have one of my best friends is a black man, and he's the funniest motherfucker I know. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I like him.
Uh-oh, my computer might have just died.
You are frozen, John. We can still hear you.
Okay, well, it's coming back.
It's
coming back.
Serious.
Good. I am serious.
I thought you disappeared.
No, I'm good, but my camera did die, so
let
me see here. How do I fix this? Hello?
You're back.
No, you guys can hear me, but
yes,
we see your icon.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, gentlemen. 1 second. We're doing it live. 6 hour 49 said, my maid and my butler are black, but we are not friends. Aw, sig. Keeping the tradition alive, I guess. Appreciate it, homie.
How many super chats are left?
We have been going, and there's still 24 left. Last I checked, it was 30.
Holy fuck.
An axe to grind for 199 says, there will be no reconciliation. Always with those black pills. Am I back? Am I back now? Let me see. Okay.
There you go.
Let's go.
John, you're sending me $100 on a fucking super chat.
I'm gonna. So actually, no. I'm just gonna send you $100 because I don't want YouTube to take 30% of it. SB89 for 5 says the gayest end to the most cringe stream I have ever seen. No. You loved it. Everybody loved it apparently. Because they wanted their voices to be heard. But thank you for the 499 SB89.
He's my top guy. He just doesn't want to say it.
He's my top guy. Willie McDuff for 499 says, you are beneath our hatred and tact. All right. Indifference from Willie McDuff for 499. Thank you very much, sir. 6 Hour for 199 says, shower. Oh, it's Thursday, so he's due. Well, dude, did you remember seeing this article about how there's a tie between racism and sense of smell? The better sense of smell you have, the more likely you are to be racist.
Dude,
apparently, that's a real correlation.
So low. Damn, no wonder my allergies always fuck the shit out of me.
Charles Chuck for $2 says Richard has been edging us all night. 6 ink post? I don't know. Ink post. What? Ink post. I don't know what an ink post is. I'm not
So have you ever seen a squid? You ever seen a squid just edge a little bit?
Nope. Never seen squid edging.
I
don't know what you're into, Vintage.
You're lost.
Willie McDuff for $4.99 says we didn't invent slavery, we did end it. True. Facts. And then when we left Africa, they brought it back. Slavery 2.0. Knox Spectre for $2 says we need some bars on that stash. I need to trim it up a little bit.
Fuck.
I think Vintage is trying his out again.
I'll bring it back. I ordered the trimming stuff is coming. My chick ordered it through Amazon. She's like, I want it back right now. Why did you shave it? I'm like, fuck you and the YouTube commenters on the first time.
My wife also likes a stash apparently. So this is the first time.
I don't get why, dude. I asked her, I'm like, what do you like about the stash? She's like,
okay, I can show you.
You look like an She's like, you look like an 80s cop, and her and her dad are really into 80s cop movies. I'm like, okay, this is making sense.
All right, I can show you exactly why they like the stash. Probably this one right here. Share this tab. Boom, boom, boom. That right there is why they like the stash. Magnum PI, baby. William Godwin for $1.99 says, I certainly agree with the Alphabet Army. Alphabet Army.
The Alphabet
Is that
Army?
Was that a joke? I
Oh,
don't.
yeah,
I don't. I
who
don't
knows?
understand. But thank you for the 199.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Thank you for the money.
Yeah.
Next, please,
Bruley Joker for $5 says no guns. He throws spears. Bruley Joker for $5, dude. Okay, another. This is bad again. But do you know that the NFAC has a archery division, and it's people who own crossbows because they are felons, so they can't have firearms. So there was a guy who was like, "Yeah, I'm General such and such of the NFAC archery division."
I did see that, dude. Yeah, they're all felons. Yeah, I did see it. I have screen capped. I have it screen capped. That's yeah,
dude.
I saw that.
The Blade remake in 2025 goes hard.
Let's go, baby.
I'm waiting for it.
6 Hour for 499 says dancing around like a monkey or with a monkey. Thank you very much for the 499, Mr. 6 Hour. William Godwin for 199 says, on behalf of white boys everywhere, please do. And I think that is in reference to the video that we played of the black gentleman expressing his will for violence, which I don't think that would go that way, sir. Bruley Joker for $5 says, when he threatened, make loud noises. There were some noises being heard on the panel. Thank you very much, Bruley Joker.
It was loud.
6 Hour for 499 says 2 daughters and 6 sons from 8 baby mamas. I was not going to ask if they were both from the same woman. All that I can ask is that he's the best father he can be, because that's a rough place to grow up in. So Bruley Joker for $10 says, so maybe it is a cultural thing. Unfortunately, a lot of things are. Tech Guns for $10 says, N chicken emoji, no Newports, watermelon. Thank you very much for the $10. Tech Guns. Bojangles for $4.99 says, asphalt monkeys never cease to amaze me. Got to go take a trip to the.
I also
Detroit
love how
Zoo.
he said. I love how he also said, like, "Oh, you guys got headphones, the whole 9 yards."
I'm wearing a free.
Dude, these
pair
are
of
Xbox
headphones.
360 headphones
They're
plugged
like
into
falling
like
apart. It's just
these are literally. All right, hold on. I'm gonna unplug my fucking. So this is my. So my pink mic. You want to see my arm? What? So this is an Xbox 360 mic as a joke that I plugged into like a real mic, just to fuck with people if I ever like pulled it up.
that is funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. This guy's like if he plugged in headphones, actually, it would have been a lot better audio. But
That doesn't matter. It adds to the atmosphere. The vertical camera.
it adds to the atmosphere.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, do we have Johnny Q in the chat with us right now?
We do.
Wow. Dude, you ought to do a Johnny Q ASMR parody video. That would be funny. Bruley Joker for $10 says, didn't know there was a Nazi tier. A Nazi tier. I don't have a Nazi tier, but maybe that should be a top tier. I should make some sort of play like a $14.88 a month membership tier or something like that. I don't know if YouTube would allow me to do that, but it would be.
He's going to be my new membership tier, though, for sure.
Yeah,
he's going to be my next one. He's going to be like $25 reparations tier.
Yes, reparations for the Black Queen. William Godwin for $199 says Isaac from the Love Boat is just jealous of Gopher. William Godwin is sending money, and I have no idea what he's talking about. I think he's watching the wrong stream currently. But thank you very much.
Doing good. Tell me
you're doing great.
300.
400. Send it to Vintage's bank account, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
6 Hour for $199 says we know it's not 12 million because it didn't happen. Well, that's Sig's opinion. I don't know if you cleared that.
That's Sig's opinion.
That's Sig's opinion, and I don't know if they cleared that statement. Look, that's the official 6 Hour account. I mean, I don't know if they cleared that with Mr. Ron Cohen, but maybe they should check it out. And there might actually be a new social media manager position open at 6 Hour after that. Bruley Joker for $10 says, but what about Napa? That's right, Napa know-how. And now every time I think about Napa, it is North America.
Oh man.
Damn it, guys, you ruined my brain with just 2 simple streams. Logan sucks at shooting for $5 says, what's the over-under on whether this guy has a sub 80 IQ?
The over under.
Post physique, post IQ.
I'm not sure.
We want to bring him on for another one. So, hey, we're going to just say...
It's got to be on vintages. It's got to be on vintages. I don't even need to be there. I just want to watch. Huge Ass for 199 says, we demand our African king fisting us.
Have you ever been feasted by an African king? It'll be me.
God damn it.
Oh, that's good. Well, you got what you asked for. Thank you very much, Huge Ass. I appreciate it. Ike the Mage for $4.99 says, my fault for the background. I need to fix that. Thank you all for pointing it out. Prayer emoji. I'll attempt to stop the glazing someday. But I appreciate it, Ike the Mage. Thank you for the $4.99.
We got to go play putt-putt on your Discord server. Hurry up.
I'm sorry. Cranion Eater
putt-putt
Pepper
is
for
about to go
$10
hard.
says, I thought when they threw away large amounts of expired juice was just a hoax to get us to start overly sympathizing for juice boxes. Not to mention how juice has a big influence in the world. That's true. You know, juice has a lot of influence over a lot of the store shelves. Like in every store, they seem to be there, and they dominate the certain shelves for some reason. They're really overrepresented in certain sections of the grocery store.
The original Kool-Aids are fun. Like the ones you have to screw the tops off, like the little plastic ones where it's like clearly like the worst microplastics ever, but like those are so
right.
Oh, the poverty juice.
Those are so
my
fucking
kids
good,
are
dude.
Poverty juice.
I love poverty juice, dude. It's so good.
Unironically, my childhood. Logan sucks at shooting for $10 says Charlie Chaplin Stashland would be good too. Yeah, I could do the Charlie Chaplin. I hope people don't confuse it with other famous stashes out there, but it could be a good one.
You called me gay when I shaved mine, John. I read the comment. I read the comment.
Gay. All right. Let me see. Logan sucks at shooting for $14.88 says, I would gladly pay this much for the membership. Bro, if I start leaning into the meme even more, it's going to be way worse.
Sweet. Gift 14 memberships on my channel right now. They're all $1. And then like just go ahead and send me 80 cents. Go ahead, Logan. Hurry up.
Do it.
Hurry up right now. Hurry up.
Can I not? Right now. I'm going to have to go into your stream and donate a bunch of members because I don't know if memberships are better or not.
Dude,
but
Logan has
mine are like $1 and $2.
Oh, heck yeah. Dude, I'll drop 20 members easy. Thank you for the 1488, Logan. Very a number that has a relation to a certain other thing. FB89, not to be outdone, drops another $14.88. Unbelievable. Whoever does this, I will pay. So Vintage, you got your first 1488 subscriber.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
6 hour for 499 says, Logan, save your dollars for your sister's wedding to Intact.
She's marrying me, first of all.
Ooh, there you go. And apparently you're trying for babies already? Bro, Logan, what are you doing?
Yeah,
gatekeep your sisters, please.
I'm actually trying though. It's gay. Okay.
That's
look. When people look,
where is it? Where is it?
Right. When you guys are worried about not getting laid enough, God help your soul. If a woman wants kids, you're not gonna dude. It sucks. it sucks.
Literally.
You go to the shower. Oh no.
You're just looking at the bathroom door.
I'm the victim here. I'm the victim.
Bro, there was this meme that I wanted to send you so bad, but in context it would have been really bad.
We'll talk on Discord later, buddy.
Let me see if I can find it real fast. Images. It's got meme. It's a meme. Come on, show up. If it doesn't find it in 5 seconds, I'm not gonna pull it up. Okay, fine. I couldn't find it in 5 seconds. We're over. Spaz Guy for 5 says Bones looking mad submissive right now. Dude, it's way too late. This is the latest I've ever streamed. Brutally Joker for $5 says, I know a lot of my super chats have a lag. Hope you can connect them to the stream in context to the super chat. Well, so we always read all the super chats. I never don't do it, but please be aware that everybody watching the stream will see them at the proper time that they're supposed to be in there. So even if we don't get to them till the end, people know. People will understand. And I thank you very much for the $5, sir.
Is he wearing a Lucky Gunner's? Lucky Gunner?
Are you gonna fucking? Well, I shot a match. I got home at 10 o'clock, and then people bones.
I'm gonna
was
buy
like,
one of
"Hey."
his. I'm gonna buy one
Yeah.
of his his desert choco
I
chip
really
ones.
want to. I really want to buy a set.
I mean, they're cool. They're
Tell him to
not
make an
hyper-
SSP dot. If he doesn't make an SSP dot, I don't want his business. I'll TM that to him right now.
Spaz for $5 says, "In my pants right now, bro. That's where it is." Apparently, Spaz has a video in his pants. Donate $100 right now to help him get it out. Huge ass for 499 says. Huge ass 499 says, "NTAC is built like a trash bag full of lumpy oatmeal." Ooh,
Damn,
bro,
son.
that's
Damn.
rough.
Damn. Son.
Red Roundacar for $2 says, "Austin, why is your chat full of troons and gays? Do you care to respond to that allegation?"
Fucking where? Where?
What are
Can you
they?
Point them. Where are they? I
listen.
have the Katushka. I send all of the rockets at them right now. Where are they?
I know we have some weirdos in the Discord, but if we have
I
somebody
did have the
we
great
get rid of them.
trans. I did have the great trans schism on my fucking Discord server like a year ago. All I said was like, stop posting butt plug. It was like I let my Discord go for a while, and I was like, hey, stop posting butt plugs and HRT updates and SKSs on my server. And all of them, it was like fuck. It was nuts. They were talking about like making up rumors. Like there was actually a trans person who went in and mold on their server to make rumors about me, and they screenshotted all of them. And there's one person who is a very well liked article writer in the gun content space, and I screenshotted everything because he backstabbed me over me asking, "Hey, no more butt plug and HRT updates or go," and it turned into a civil war. This radicalized me, but I mean, honestly, it was a trans person who mold and fucking told me everything that went down. So SV knows. SV will tell you. But yeah, that was nuts. That was fucking nuts.
Yeah, fortunately, we're pretty tight on what we allow on the server. Brutally Joker for $2 says, "Where links?" I don't know. Before we get out of here, if you're still in the chat, tell me what links you're looking for, and I will send them your way. Thank you for the $2, sir. Go ahead, Vintage, about your trans schism. So what was this?
That was it. They were actually making up rumors, and me and my chick were looking at it because I was showing her the screen caps. I'm like, hey, just so you know, if there's ever a rumor that I was a gay porn star, because that was what they were trying to spread.
Okay.
I did not do that, obviously. And she's like, she just looked at me. She's like, "You're obviously not gay." I'm like, all right, well, just, I'm letting you know.
That's how you know.
Yeah, fucking. Oh, I was actually pressed about the first when I saw like the made up shit they were trying to AI me. I was more pissed at the guy who I considered a friend who wrote articles formerly for TFB TV, by the way.
Damn.
He backstabbed me, and he's like, "Oh, I'll see you at SHOT Show." I'm like, "If I see you at SHOT Show, I'm gonna punch you in the nuts. I'm gonna bayonet you like in Las Vegas. I don't care if I go to jail. We're gonna fight."
Bro, I mean, that sounds a lot like our NTAC gentleman. That's some.
Well, no, but there's a difference. Like, fucking that guy deserved the violence. Yo, Lucky Gunner.
No, Weekend Gunner. Somebody said Lucky Gunner earlier. And they
Weekend. Sorry.
Yeah,
I talked to this guy about Wait, scroll. What's the partisan camo? This almost looks like SSP dot there. That is almost SSP dot.
Oh, I'm sorry, Vintage. They only go up to 3XL.
It's Blacktarn. We have it.
Fuck you. I'm literally a large.
That's funny. Yeah, but they're fun hoodies.
I am just the large. I am the large man.
I am the African king.
So the Discord link is pinned in chat. You guys should come and hang out. You have to pass the TARD test. If you're listening this late, Listen, it's question number 3. Obviously, it's posted twice. Just read it, okay? The answer is number 3. Just type number 3 in the airlock and you'll get in, okay? It's number 3.
3.
Garrett Belknap for $4.99 says off topic, but when is the next live for build rating? We need to do another one. Last time we did one, we only got through like 10% of the submitted builds. It was wild how many people submitted builds for that. So we did not get through many. But thank you very much, Garrett Belknap, for the $4.99. I appreciate it, sir. So we will do another one for sure. When we do it, it will be announced in chat. So with all that out of the way, guys, 2 hours in, I hope you've already subscribed to Vintage Warfare's channel.
Give me a 300K, you little fucking worms.
Are you there yet?
I checked.
Let me
It's still
check.
$2.99 on my screen.
$2.99. We're at $2.99. Come on, Vintage
$2.99.
Warfare.
What am I at? I am looking right now. 68. I am
32?
32 away.
32
Damn.
subs away. Okay, right now, everybody go to Vintage Warfare. He is 32 subscribers. There are 300 people watching. Leave this stream right now.
Right now.
Do you know what I'm going to do for my $300,000 or $300,000 subs special? You know,
you're going to say the N-word live and get my channel taken down.
I'm going to do nothing, but you're going to subscribe to me anyway. I'm going to do the same fucking slop I've ever done. You're going to subscribe. No, straight up, no. Oh, nothing yet. You better fucking.
Come on, guys. 32 away.
32 away,
Brutally
baby.
Joker for $5 says, "Yo, AI trying to cope in warfare. I feel bad for the AI." Bro, I don't know what you're saying there, but yeah, AI cope in warfare. That's the next Call of Duty is cope in warfare.
That's me. I am AI warfare. It's my new channel.
AI warfare.
Madden Williams for 499 says, unironically, Discord is unhinged. Too many furries, transmissions, etc. I agree that it does have a way more degenerate user base, but that's why you police it heavily. And when you see somebody
that was my mistake.
Yeah, when you see somebody violate your standards, you
get him out of here.
Get him out. I'm deporting all trannies except the one who helped me out. Honestly, he's probably my new Secretary of Defense.
Bro, you guys are literally edging Vintage Warfare right now by not subscribing to his channel. He can't get to 300K without your help, and you're not doing it.
I don't think they're gonna.
While we got this going on.
70. We got 299.
Come on,
70. 299 70.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm adding one right now because I didn't realize that the second channel wasn't subscribed. I'm sorry, homie.
Oh, 71. 71, baby.
Do I have other accounts? Here, let's see.
This is like the boot
Let me show you 3 ways to carry a pistol.
Oh, there you go. I just gave you 2 more, homie.
Let's go, baby.
Huge
73.
73. There we go. 27 more. Huge ass for 499 says, I'm going to constantly sub and unsub just to keep him under 300K.
I love you, huge ass.
Hey, Vintage, our strongest
74.
and most likely to pass the 4-for-4 challenge. He's live on the other line with me. He has a question for you in regards to the rules. Can we bring him on?
Bring him on.
It's Baz.
Which one?
It's Baz.
Let me hit him the invite. Shoot. Bretta. Okay. Well, I guess we have to talk about the 4-for-4 again. We're going to talk about that like every week.
It never ends.
Because
it's made its rounds. I was like looking at my personal Facebook page, and it was like the first thing that came up was like, it was like a tag group, like, who could do this drill? It was the Wendy's 4-for-4 drill.
Honestly, you know what it needs is, so I said 100. You said you would match 100. If you get it onto Brandon's meme review, and if he puts up like a bounty of something ridiculous, like 500 or 1,000, you're going to get so many submissions for it. Spaz, what's going on, homie?
I'm so hungry. I just want to fuck around and say that I accept the challenge and we'll do it Saturday.
I thought you had questions.
Vintage Warfare. Good job, Protect and Persevere. Very nice to see you. I hope you enjoyed the first half of this.
I'm at 74. 74.
26. There's 300 of you people in here.
26.
Unsubscribe right now. No.
You have to unsub.
Doing
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
Doing it. Okay, his join link is pinned in the chat. All you have to do is click on that link, hit subscribe.
It's very possible that a lot of them are already subbed.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that too. But with all the troons, I don't want to see a link to that with all the troons. Yeah. Well, if you don't want to see the troons, just go to his YouTube channel. All he does is roast the troons.
74.
Old Dirty Shinobi says, I'm sure Spaz will satiate his hunger with BBC later.
It's
probably true.
False. This is fake news. It is libel.
75. 25 more people.
24 more brothers.
Do you think I should go wake up my mom and tell her?
24 more brothers.
Yeah, you should do that right now.
Yeah, you should subscribe on her phone right now.
Scream as loud as you can. The louder you scream, the more chat will donate.
Dude, my own chick doesn't have a YouTube account. I'm like, make a fucking YouTube account, you piece of shit.
Subscribe to me.
I got so mad at her one day.
Hey, Bones, you hit 100 subscribers today. Congratulations.
Really? Congrats, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, actually, you make some good videos.
I have in my other tab right now. I have the next video edited.
77.
Oh.
Huge ass says, is it gay to jerk it to our African queen? It is. It is still gay.
It's okay. It's okay. I allow it. It's okay. All right. It's all right.
All right.
77.
Well, listen. At this rate, it's going to take an hour, so we got to call it. We got to call it here, John.
Yeah,
all right,
gonna have to call
Spaz.
it.
Did you have anything real to say?
No, there.
Bones.
Nope. Obliterated.
I literally just kicked in from the studio.
Incredible. He told me, he's like, I have to ask Infinite Warfare something about the Warfare.
if you had something to say, come on.
He's like, I gotta.
But Bones,
I'm gonna fucking beat it.
Do you have a subscribe star, Bones?
I don't. Everybody said I had to make one when I'm at 100 subs, and now I have to go make one.
Okay, perfect. Because I will be your first subscriber on subscribe star.
I'll be your second.
Is that like Patreon?
Yeah. It's Pro 2A Patreon. So that's all it is. So yeah, Bones, great job tonight. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for setting it up because I wouldn't have known about it if you hadn't messaged me a bunch.
And thank you for moderating it as well as you did. Honestly, you did a good job.
Very good work. Appreciate it. And that's twice now. Lugaroo and Tact. Good job.
I'm about to Harvey. I'm gonna Weinstein you, Bones. You're in the next talent, aren't you? You're the next talent, aren't you?
Bro, you need to get him under a contract right now, Vintage. Send him bro, you're gonna give me 50% of your YouTube revenue post cut.
If right after Focus Trip sends me $100, I'm gonna make him your Anyway, guys. Hey, I'll see you on the Discord, all right?
All right. Thank you very much, Vintage, for fighting it out and listening to the gentleman do some yelling. I was not planning on streaming at all today, but thank you very much for this opportunity. Yeah, we all had a good time. That's what's important. And hopefully a round 2 on Vintage Warfare's channel in the future. But with all that out of the way, gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. God bless.
Man, these people took my kids from me, then they closed my bank account. I got so much anger in me, got no way to take it out. Think I'm stuck in the matrix. It's my nitrate that I'm posting on Twitter. They telling me, hey, don't say that. Can't see me in public, I'm driving the encore.